Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ROIL TALK podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time and we know you didn't find us by accident. Nope. You probably came here either for our guest, the weed,
your girlfriend played it for you
the
in the car,
gym,
or your boyfriend played it for you in the car.
or it's a random playlist off of YouTube or Spotify. Either way, you're right where you're supposed to be. So thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Joe.
Adam.
Jake.
And we got Jorge behind the counter over there. Desk. Making us look good. And deep thought. For all you loyal ROIL TALK fans that have been watching every episode after every episode, thank you. We love you guys.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate your support. And we're going to keep it going. We got some new things in the works. I'm not going to announce too much yet, but
We're brainstorming.
we're brainstorming. We're really working on something new.
R&D.
Some R&D, if you will, yeah. So, guys, pay attention. Make sure you guys keep following up with us, and we're going to talk more about that pretty soon here. Before we get started, Bill, we need to address something. You guys might remember we had Spider-Man and Davey on not too long ago.
Oh, shit. We're going there? Okay.
I just want to say a couple things real quick.
Thanks for the shout out.
Recently, they came on our podcast. Great boys, dude. Love them both. Dope good kids and doing big things. So I'm super excited for them. They happen to bring up a fellow
Influencer?
Yeah, a fellow influencer who they work with for a bit, and Davey went into a little bit of a story for about 20 minutes or so about this influencer whose name was Cozy. He was also on our podcast,
Yeah, good guy.
and when he was on, dude, we had a great time with him,
Good time
man.
with him.
Good dude. No issues as far as us, right? Well, he went on another podcast, which you guys saw, right?
Shout out
And-
Los Campos podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, they are
They gave
dope.
us love.
Yeah, they
gave us
did.
love.
They had nothing bad to say.
And my only gripe that I had,
What is it,
honestly,
Joe?
because I really didn't
What is
care
it,
too
Joe?
much
What's
about
your
it,
only gripe?
but he said that we spent the whole episode and using our platform to talk bad about him. That whole episode. And so I was like, hold on, bro. Like, let's spit facts,
Let's
right?
like-
Go back and watch the episode, right? We had about. He wasn't even going to bring it up. He
We
flipped
flipped
a
the coin.
You know what I mean? In order to like talk about it, right? So, and then he had about 20 minutes, and then actually Megan used some AI thing that like looked up, said how many times was Cozy mentioned in this episode, and it said, dude, less than 30 minutes. His name was mentioned 6 times, right? And so that was that little 30-minute segment that Davey.
So
whatever.
you had Megan fact check Cozy.
Facts. Ha.
Cozy.
So I
Cozy, you've been
just want to say like,
Cozy lie.
don't.
Mentiroso.
If you're, yeah, whatever.
I will
So,
say,
just
though,
wanna say.
thanks for the shout out of ROIL TALK. Cozy.
Yeah, yeah,
You did
for
mention
sure.
us and talk about us, but
For
I
sure.
think it was a one-sided story, so
Yeah.
I think that's a clarification that we're going
And
for here.
and honestly, we thought by inviting him back with Davey, right? So we could, you know what I mean? Because it's always going to be he said, she said.
Why not
kind
have
of
them both-
situation.
Why not have them
If you have them both on,
together?
we're like, hey, let's
I agree.
you guys want to prove it. If Cozy wanted to come back on, it's because he wanted to prove a point. That's why he asked to come back on, because he wants his side of the story told. Well, instead of just being like, okay, well, this is what I said, and then Davey's like, well, that's what he said, you know what I mean? Then come back on and like you said, like men, right?
Yeah, let's
you
talk
know,
it
well,
out.
let's talk about
say,
it.
He did say in the text, after listening to your guys' podcast, he saw how neutral we were.
Yeah, but then went on Los Compas and said we used the whole episode to talk
So-
trash about
Well,
it.
one-sided.
Yeah.
So that seems a little weird, right?
But in the end, hey,
I don't want to give it any more thought than right now. After this, we're completely done
you're a
with
little
it.
sassy right now.
No, I'm just
Alright,
saying, right?
I think it's fair. I think it's
You know
fair.
what I mean? So we had our piece, and cool. I wish him the best of luck, and I fucking hope he kills it. I hope he becomes rich as fuck, and I hope he like becomes famous as fuck, because I know what he's shooting for. I know how hard it is to get to where he's at, right? Like
Yeah, I
he's
can only
doing great
imagine.
things. Wish you the best of luck, boy. Let's get this fucking episode started, boys.
Oh man, are we
Jake,
ready?
take it away, baby.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready
Ladies
for
and
you.
gentlemen of the ROIL TALK Nation, we have the jefe in the house, the boss of bosses. For you, Judge. The one, the only, the CEO of Rawfa Productions.
Sir.
Rawfa Pena's in the house. What's up,
Rafa Pena.
Hey,
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
how's it going?
You know.
Thank you for blessing your time. with
Yeah,
us.
thank you for coming on and
We
being
know you're busy.
Thank you, guys.
joining us for a sit down and fun talks without all
Hey,
the lights,
shoots,
camera
right?
action.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I just wanna make sure. Yeah.
Rafa, you're a chooch, Papa. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He'll take it.
I'll
take it.
He's like chooch of chooches.
Yeah. Like, thank you very much.
Thank
First
you.
podcast.
That's
or
why.
no?
That's why I came. Like third one.
Okay, we're third in the line, guys.
Yes.
See how it is.
At least he ain't a virgin. At least he ain't a virgin. He's ready.
Okay. What's up? So what's up, bro? Talk to us. What's new?
I mean, we
Looking
got
like a fucking a model and shit.
No, dude.
Fuck, I knew I should have got my haircut.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to sit next to him. Dude.
Nah,
We look
I
like-
mean, I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to get known in the high desert with my photography, my videography, with my studio, and I'm just here for the community, and to
How old are
see-
you, Rafa?
I just turned 38
Just
on
turned-
Sunday.
Oh,
Yes,
happy
sir.
birthday,
Good
brother.
looking
I'm-
38.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You
Thank
got
you
a
so
good-
much.
You
Yes.
got a
I was
good
gonna say, like,
birthday.
30.
Back-to-back guest birthdays were on Sunday. Andrew.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it
Andrew.
was my birthday
Yeah.
too.
Gabby's
Champ.
and his. All
Oh,
three.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yours was on Tuesday?
It was
Sunday.
it
Oh,
was
you said
May
Sunday, sorry.
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Still a little hungover from it.
Oh, yeah?
Are you?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Because late 30s, the hangovers last.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, we don't got it no more. We
Well,
don't got it.
no, it's a couple dayer.
Yeah, they last.
Yeah,
They
it
last
sucks.
too long.
Yeah, yeah. You got to plan a whole
Ah.
vacation around it.
No way.
But,
You need chile. You need
Hey.
any type of red chile.
You need grease.
Grease.
Yes,
That's all
you
you
need grease. to
Good
fix you
Mexican
guys.
burrito.
So-
dude. Oh,
Yeah, what I do is michelada, clamato.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need some
This
tomatoes.
guy-
This man was raised
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, did you
Drink.
you
My
drink that?
head hurts.
Did you drink that yet? Did you drink the other one yet?
Which one?
The second one.
No, you want it?
I want to share it. Let me get a sip.
What's your go-to drink?
out to our sponsors,
like when
Buffalo.
you're going out and stuff.
So I'm a beer drinker
Okay.
for sure. But I need to get to a certain level before I start drinking beers. Tequila Centenario is my go-to for sure.
Shout out Rafa for
Shut up.
bringing,
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
boy.
sir.
bringing us a nice
Oh.
bottle of tequila.
Is that your favorite, Joe? Are you a tequila guy or no?
Dude, no, I gave up tequila about 24 or 5.
Ooh, I think we all
When
went
you
through
start
that
making
phase.
stupid decisions.
Hey, what was a drink back in the day that you, or an alcohol that you could just fuck with? Now you can't.
Mine was
Jägermeister.
Patron.
Yeah.
Mine was Patron.
Shit's
I used
so
to throw that
disgusting.
shit back.
Rafa?
Can't do that. Can't
I
do
can't-
Patron.
I
Yeah.
cannot.
So I couldn't do tequila at all for years until I discovered this one right here.
Oh really?
Yeah, this one hits different. This one's smooth. It gets you there.
You get the good tequilas, it's different. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, like high end, you know?
Like
Yeah.
what? Like what? Give me one. Give me a name.
Like 1800 pretty good, right?
Well, Jake brought that tequila ocho.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Mm.
I don't know if you tried that one yet, but that one's pretty.
Is that the one we're doing at your
yeah,
party?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, I
that
was
one
getting
was
fucked up
it
off of
was actually caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I was doing sunrises and
Yeah,
but
but
hate shots.
I killed Patron when I was younger, dude, like an animal, and I can't do it.
You just can't do it no
I
more?
Yeah.
smell it. I'm like,
Bro, that's the name
Yeah.
patron
Wow,
is
it's
like
just-
mouth starts watering, like it gets.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, wait.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
way.
Yeah, just think about it. That's how I feel about
Yeah, Jaeger for me, dude.
Oh, white
You know
girl.
what's my drink? Redhead slut.
What is that?
That's Jägermeister, peach snaps, cranberry juice. Fuck.
We did Red Bulls and Jaegers
Oh,
all
oh,
fucking
what's wrong with
nonsense.
you?
Go to the casino and just drink that.
You guys remember your first time being drunk?
Mm.
First
I
time
do.
as a kid?
I do.
I don't.
Mhm,
I do.
mhm.
I don't know if I do.
I drink Budweisers with my brother.
Okay.
We got shit, and I mean, shout out Buck Nasty.
You guys are
the
rednecks
old
for the
school,
night.
You know the brown bottle with the white, red,
Oh,
and blue logo,
yeah.
like the pure American piss. We went down. Shout out to me, smart. We went down there, and Buck looked 21, bro. Buck was like 18. Looked like he was 50. So we walked in that motherfucker, and I was like, just do it. Got it. And he went in there, dude. Put the case on the counter, and the lady was like, and we walked out with a case of Budweisers, and we got so shit faced off of them. Oh, first, I mean, getting through the taste, like, it was like, you know, and then once we got it, that was the first time we got so fucked.
Yeah,
off of it.
I started early, so by the time I was 18, I was pretty much done with like vodka, tequila, even
Ooh.
Coronas. I was done.
Yeah.
But I kept at it, and I'm back.
You learned your limits, like ooh, how you could
I
idle
feel like
out.
you either
You know your
You-
drinks that you
you-
can't have.
you either peak early, like
Yeah.
teenager years,
Yeah.
and then or you peak later in your 20s. You know what I mean? I peaked in my 20s, like as far as like partying and drugs and well, not drugs, sorry,
How
alcohol.
about
You can be honest here.
Yeah, Joe. This
Yeah.
is a
Yeah,
place
yeah,
of
I'm
this
just
is a square of truth.
Yeah, a circle. Yeah,
Right.
square, not a circle, a square.
Yeah,
Well, anything could be a drug.
that's
True,
a fact.
very true.
Including
Yes, that's the most
that's the
dangerous
most
drug
dangerous
of
one.
all.
That drug
That'll take your
controls the
house
world.
and your
That'll
kids.
take your life, your kids, your house,
Yeah.
your youth,
Your money.
It'll make you or break
Yeah.
you.
your man babies,
yeah.
the fucking terrorists.
Do you have any kids?
So I have one on the way.
Oh,
Oh!
congrats!
Thank you.
Oh!
Thank you.
My man's been shooting the shot.
Yeah,
My-
boy, Rafa.
First one. First
Rafa's
one.
shooting it.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I finally figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
was
had
like,
enough
it's-
practice. Shit.
I was like, oh, okay.
This
That's
is
how it
what.
was.
Yeah, that's how it
Yes.
was.
Oh, wrong hole.
Is it
Oh,
you think it was
okay.
a sober night or a drunken night?
It was
If you could
It was
recall.
a plant.
So we've been purposely waiting, and
Oh,
we waited a
it's
long time,
Yeah.
and then we were like, okay, we're still chilling, but we're out of time
Getting close, yeah.
because as a man
Say that.
you could have kids until your 60s. It's all good.
But a woman's different.
But when you're on your mid 30s,
It's pushing the limits of life.
it's like
Yeah.
if you want kids
It's
now,
time. Yeah.
right now.
So are both you and your partner similar in age?
Yeah, she's 35.
Oh, congrats, dude.
Yes.
So
thank
you guys, so you've been shooting the load, right? So you've
Yes,
been putting in that work.
and we finally got it.
Good job,
And,
Bubba. Boy or girl?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a girl.
Oh,
It's gonna be a girl.
Hey, welcome
Yes.
to having your life control.
Yeah. The only
Yes.
thing I'll tell you is, so you have a boy, you worry about one dick.
There it is.
Yeah.
You have a girl, you worry about every dick.
Yeah.
Fucking poet himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one of each, and I'm like, fuck.
Okay.
Jake's the same.
Yeah,
He knows.
that's being a girl dad.
And
you
they're
got
your
it,
first
bro.
one. Same thing, Jake.
Yeah.
Like, they're your heart. They
Yeah.
got
I
you,
remember
but
the first
they
time,
got you like
Dad,
this.
Dad, I'm like, yeah, my love.
Yeah.
Can you give me a tampon? Oh, or pads. Oh,
Already.
yeah. And I'm there. And of course, she's
Yeah,
your
you
baby
ain't gonna-
girl.
you're
so
not
it's
gonna
like, I'm midnight at Food for Less.
You're not gonna skip a beat.
looking like, oh.
You didn't see that? Have you seen that post where the girl asked for pads with wings,
No.
and the dude gets fucking he gets like pads, but like they're not tampons, something else, and he gets chicken wings. It's just for like his lady, and they're like grown, like there's no kids involved.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? She's like, what'd you get? He's like, you asked for this and this. I brought it. Like, and he's like dead serious.
When I first met Megan, dude, we got super drunk, and she's like, "I need tampons." Like she didn't want to tell me.
You know
that.
what super was?
Dude, we went to
athletic, long.
I didn't,
what is
dude.
She? What is she?
Regular.
What is she? A super hold or what?
No, I
Talk
remember
to
she
us.
said color. It was like green or something.
Yeah,
like
that's the different colors
that.
on.
Yeah, and
You just
so-
get the box.
Dude,
they
we
have
went to fucking 7-Eleven.
They have a
bro.
variety pack
Wow,
now.
you're
She's like, "That's how I knew you were gonna be the one for me."
Because you took her to 7.
I was like, "Baby, don't even trip," because she was too fucked
He's
up.
like, "You
So I
want
was
a
like,
Slurpee? I got
I'll
you."
get your tampon.
Jake's,
Yeah, I'll get
Joe's
you a
probably like, you want me to put it in?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Michelle, I did it."
So my wife always makes sure she carries her her
Always.
tampons for me
Really?
because
For you?
they look like tampons, but inside it's a tequila shot. Every single tampon is a
Alright,
tequila.
So
shot.
you are a drinker.
So she like every time we go somewhere with her security,
Oh,
she shows okay tampons.
So you'll
and-
carry a
Smart.
couple shots?
She's amazing.
Smart.
And they don't. And any security man's not gonna mess with a woman on a period
Nope.
like with tampon. They're
Yeah,
Close
they
that
just
back.
look like tampons.
really. You
Yeah,
need to
then
send
we're
us the
gonna-
link on
How
that.
does that look when you just sitting there with a fucking?
You don't even give it. You don't even. You don't even give
Guy's
it.
drinking
you don't-
something out of there. Let me get one, bro.
What you got?
He's
Are
all
those
babe. He's all babe.
Are those used?
Imagine the code, babe. It's that time of the month.
Oh.
You get good, and you get quick.
Damn.
So drinking's your thing, huh? You do like. How often do you drink per week? You think,
Actually, it's not.
or like per
Bro, like I really
weekend
drink.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Social sounds like a social thing. for
social
you.
thing, but it's because I go periods without drinking at all. I've gone like
Same.
3 months in a row, or
Not 3 months.
without drinking for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm just like either I'm busy or I'm on my fitness journey, or like I'm hitting the gym every day consistently and I'm making progress. I was
Oh,
like I don't
boy.
want to ruin it, and then all of a sudden like
What gym you go to?
the gym.
Yeah, which one?
Of
Victorville?
course. Yeah.
You look like a Victorville
Yes, sir.
kid.
Yeah.
Be over
Yeah.
there in the fucking party scene.
With his sunglasses on.
The gym.
Friday nights.
I've actually been going there for a while.
Angelo
a
over there
long
DJing.
time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know Jacob? at all?
Yes, sir. I did the. I don't know if you ever saw the.
I saw.
There was a little FPV drone flying inside the gym.
Mm.
Yeah, that was,
You guys did the Storm the Banks.
we did. Yeah, I've shot with them.
You did the whole crew.
We
that was
did.
you?
Yeah. I've shot them, the whole team for the American Freedom, Storm
Yeah.
the Banks, things for the gym. Yeah, here and there. I shot their wedding.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trump and what's his name?
Yeah. Black Trump
Yeah.
and Monopoly
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, they're both there.
It was
So how long you been in the high desert? Your whole life?
2001.
2001.
Yes. But it's been
24 years.
that's
Came to
20
terrorist
that's
year.
24
You're
I
right.
did. Yes. And it was crazy when I moved up here because I grew up, so I was born in La Mirada, California. So I was born here, but I grew up in Mexico. So like I was just born here and then we went to Mexico. And then I lived in a border town. So it was the city's called Mexicali, which is Mexico, and then the other city's called Calexico.
Yeah, they're right. by each other.
And but the people that live there, it's like crossing the border every day is nothing. It's just it's almost like one giant city, and then the United States part is just a piece of that territory.
So it's an
Right.
extended version.
So you grew up with two cultures at the same time. Yeah. So you don't really need English. So I didn't speak English when I was there. So when I moved to Hesperia, and I was like, oh man, like everybody speaks English here. Yeah, I had a rough time
This was in
because
2001.
2001 it was my first day of high school, new city, new like first day of high school,
Yeah.
and then the language, and I was like, but so I found I was looking for the most paisa looking person, dude, and I went straight to him, and I was like, hey, we're friends now, and I was forced to learn quick because I could understand it, but I couldn't speak it at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
So when you're forced to do something, you could learn really quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at like 14 years old, 15, you learned
14.
They learned English.
Yeah, because I had
How long
to.
did it take you to you think? To get
It was
in?
quick.
Yeah. Like a
It was
year or
quick
so?
because I wasn't like I didn't
You
come.
didn't
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't.
every
It
day?
wasn't zero.
Was it good English or that paisa English? Like,
Paisa.
yeah. You know.
I mean, you can't tell.
Yeah.
Hola,
Nah,
uno, dos,
No,
tres, sí,
not
sí.
at all.
you got a
Yeah.
little accent, but it's not
Hello.
like.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
not
Yeah.
bad.
Well-oiled English
Yeah.
talk.
You sound
Yeah.
like you sound like Enrique Iglesias.
Well,
and
that's
shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
For
can't
sure.
can't sing
For
though.
sure.
Yeah, but like I said, like I could understand it. So I was around it,
Yeah.
but I didn't speak it. But
You've been up for the same time. Yeah. Like I
So
moved here 2000.
Yeah.
When'd you get into like video stuff? In high school or like out of the high
so
school?
my dad had a camcorder, and he bought one. And
Ooh,
he-
the VHS?
Yes.
Shoulder one.
Big one, bro.
Yeah,
Fifty
dude.
pounder.
yes,
We all had that.
yes.
We all had that family member at every
So,
family function that would have
in
that bitch on
in
there.
1989. For all those kids in the 1900s, I experienced the first camera. Yes.
It's all of us right here.
Yeah, what's up, kids?
Not that fucking kid.
Yeah, not that chooch.
She's 98. You
Yeah.
98? 97? You're still 2000.
Yeah.
You don't even remember anything in the 90s.
You're fucked.
Bro, the first time I got drunk, you weren't born yet. Yeah. So I always had appreciation for video cameras for those for home videos.
Old
And-
school VHS.
Yeah, because I have videos of me when I'm 2 years old.
Same.
And
I
so
have the same.
so I it was weird to me when I found out that not all my friends had that, and I was like, oh, you don't have videos when you were a little kid. And so I grew up with home videos, so we always upgraded the camera, so there's always videos in my family and photos as well.
Yeah.
And it was just part of my I knew the value of capturing those memories. And then so when it was time for me to get a camera, because I used to be in a band and we needed photos, so I was like, okay, well I'm familiar. Yeah.
La banda?
Sí, señor.
What? Talk to us. What is it?
Yeah.
La banda?
Spanish rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Any-
Boy.
Yes.
Come on, Joe. Get it.
Anything we can listen to?
yeah,
Like,
bro.
Rock en español. Yeah, rock en español.
Have you seen them live?
Mano? No. I haven't.
Oh, bro.
Badass.
Dude, the girls are throwing their panties and their bras at him. Like the old dude's out there rocking, and they're literally bras and panties are being thrown on him. And one
He's
time,
like,
we were at Staples Center. He held the big ass ones up. Like,
That's the name of the band?
So wait, you seen
That's
Mana
style,
yeah,
live?
Oh.
yeah, my chick's Hispanic.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
full fluent.
Oh,
So
alright.
we went the brother, the sister, the mom, everybody. We met him down there. It was a good ass time.
Yeah, so we played all Mana's
Okay.
music, and then everybody.
In between.
Yeah, everybody in between. Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we
This-
also recorded our own.
This
Music.
guy likes what was your genre? Before I ruin it for you, was it emo or were you rock?
I was punk
Punk
rock.
music. Like pop punk.
Pop punk.
Pop punk. He was in the band too.
Okay, all right.
What'd you play?
I started with guitar and then I switched to bass because we lost our bass. We
Exactly what I did.
we lost our bass player, and then I was like, well, I'll take over for now.
Yeah.
But I ended up really liking it.
yeah. Yeah.
So I was just like-
Less strings.
What was the name of the band?
the name of the band was Manantial de Fuego.
Okay, look at that. Are you on
Manantial de
Spotify?
Fuego.
Or what?
Yes. Actually,
Oh, shit.
so if you look at
YouTube? Or
if you put Manantial de Fuego on YouTube, there's gonna be a video. The last show that we played in Vegas after the Latin Grammys, we started playing as soon as like the Latin Grammys were over, and we were at this bar, and then just people just were exiting the Latin Grammys and then just gravitating towards us. So the place got packed, and it was one of the most funnest shows that we ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did both. We did cover shows, and then we did
Wait, you didn't know what he said?
MANANTIAL Manantial de Fuego, right there. Sí, señor. Yeah. Let me see. I don't even know. So I've been out of the band for a while. Hold on, what is that? Just keep going. Those are some live shows. That's
Still together?
they're still playing. The band is completely different. Those are some of our music videos. The Genie, Sangre de Dolor. Yeah. We played at Santa Fe Springs.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there-
Come on, let's
We're
go.
still going. Wait, we need to
we
go.
gotta go.
Yeah.
We're going. We're going.
There's video of that. So yeah, I don't know what you guys want to see, but if
I want to see the Rockin' Grammys or the
Yeah.
okay,
Vegas
so
show.
but you gotta because somebody else uploaded that, so you gotta exit the.
page, Jorge.
So
Take-
if you go
take it-
back, oh yeah, and then if you yeah, just search that. No, the name of the band.
Just take
Yeah,
De
but
Española.
because it was a video that was uploaded by just somebody that was there, it's not on the actual page. No, you could just every time I just search the name of the band, it comes out. Yeah. Yes, sir. Very hard to spell. Okay, so that's at the okay, so go down, go down. That's yeah, that got packed too. So if you go down, 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 down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Me vale, that song rocks. Keep going.
Yeah, I want to hear 'em.
Yes, sir. If not,
Did you do all the music videos?
so click that one, click Castígame. Yeah. So that this-
Dígame, mire.
this is an original song right here.
You know what, guys?
That's me on the right.
I'm like, you're next to Tony Robbins?
Yes, sir.
Here
Where's all your grades? You dye your hair?
we go.
Bump it.
Saxophone.
it's
The
a little
CD scratch.
jazzy,
The
huh?
CD scratch.
The CD scratch.
Put some toothpaste on that motherfucker.
Old school.
You know about that.
So
There he
we-
is,
we-
look at him.
Oh yeah, we're a six piece band.
Might I say
Sax-
the best dressed in the band?
Saxophone. We got pianos. We
We got a redhead Canelo in the
yes,
band.
sir.
Yeah, look at
That guy gets down. His name is Marty Calderon. He's still playing. Hit
He
him
has
up.
two instruments.
Yes, sir. He plays everything. He's a music teacher. And this song is actually bilingual.
They even got
And the song,
Nice, dude. It
yeah.
sounds really good.
They even got the heaters going and everything.
girls really like this song. Punish Me.
That's what it's called, bro. How I've been told that? Yes.
Oh, hip hop.
Castígame, mire. Punish me, my king.
So yeah, so punish me in a
That's a fact.
good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
Fact.
Yeah.
That's how you
That's
like
my
white
style.
women. I thought you like white women.
Hey, there's been some browns before, homie.
Oh.
Let's not get it twisted.
Light skinned browns.
Yeah, light skin browns.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah,
for
it's
a
like
second.
Castígame, mire. I'm like, hey, I know that. That sounds familiar.
So because we were actually because we had all the musicians in that band were really really good. I was the least talented musically, so I took on different roles like the whole social media or the
Did you do the music videos and stuff?
yeah
Yeah. Of course.
So that's why I got a camera and I got better at taking photos, taking videos. So that's where I learned all that stuff, and also I learned how to like network, like all the skills that I learned there to manage the band pretty much because I was like the promoter for the band. Now I apply it to starting this business, this beauty production business, and it's helped me a lot. Yeah,
So how long have you been like full time video production?
I'm
Okay.
going on 4 years. So
Nice.
so in June 2021, I quit Tesla. I used to work for Tesla
What'd you do there?
it was in the solar. Like we installed solar.
That's what my brother-in-law
Yeah.
did.
So it was Solar City, and then it got bought by
Yeah,
Tesla.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that.
So I was on the roof for like 5 years.
So you're out there
installing
doing, putting work, labor?
Yeah, on the roof. Yes, sir.
That's
yeah.
where everyone starts, right? Warehouse, then up to the roof.
Yeah,
And then,
so I was on the roof, and then I ended up in the office. So I was
Yeah.
an inspections coordinator.
yeah, yeah. So you met the inspectors at the houses and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, that was I hated that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you got good stock options. from what heard.
I did.
especially if you were Solar City, huh?
I did. I sold them.
yeah.
And,
early or at the right time?
It was an okay time.
Yeah.
Looks like a little earlier than he wanted.
A little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes, if I would have hold on, I lost like $40,000.
Ah, it's
If
not
I
bad.
if I
It's
if
not
I would
bad.
have held on.
You could have held out a little more, made 40,000 more.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but it wasn't bad.
My
But
brother-in-law got up to $100,000, like because he was Solar City,
yeah.
and it got it wasn't bought out, but merged right with Tesla because it's the same. Because
Yes.
Elon owned Solar City too, right?
yes.
And then it
Well,
merged with
it
Tesla.
was their cousins. So
Oh.
when I was looking for a job, I was like, I want to do solar because this is what it seems like
the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, which solar company? And I seen that Elon was associated with Solar City. And I was like, okay, that one's Solar City. So I applied, and the following week I was already working there.
How old were you when you got that?
20, and it was damn, like like 26 maybe,
26. Okay.
maybe.
About 10, 11 years ago.
Shit. Yeah, probably,
12.
probably. Yeah,
38.
things start to merge after a while.
The
Like,
years
it
come
just starts
together.
merging.
So
Yeah.
then you were doing during Solar City and everything. You were doing like video stuff then too. Still.
So I was doing the band. Yeah.
Oh, the band
He was
during
a
that time.
musician.
I
Got
did.
you.
I did the band for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and these guys, I met them in high school, and I was like, that's so cool. Because it was when I got into that genre of Spanish rock, and then I seen these guys just playing Spanish
High school
rock.
up here?
Yes,
Oh.
Spera High.
So there's
Wow.
all those guys from here.
Yes,
Oh wow.
yes, everybody.
We can have a reunion. Let's get him on.
Oh, shit.
So it's a 20-year reunion. Like,
What? Are you gonna go to it or? Are you,
no.
here?
They're doing some.
So why'd you leave the band?
There we go. Let's get to it. That'll
Yeah.
bunch up.
Because it was just going nowhere because everybody had their own lives. And I was like, okay, so I felt like the band really did have what it takes because these guys are good and they write music. And we recorded 3 albums. They're all on Spotify or what. And I was like, but there is so much competition and look what they're doing. And we're not doing none of that. So we need to start doing all of this. And we could barely get together to practice. And I was using all like my time and resources to try to make something happen, but it was too much. It was too much. And I was like, okay, so what I need is resources to help the band. So let me step out and all the time that I'm spending and to make something,
You could.
let me try to build something.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back for you guys. So far so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll ever do music again,
Miss
but
it?
it's fun. Being in the recording studio is the best thing. It's so fun. It's so fun to come up get together with your boys and come up with an idea of a song, build it, practice it, and then go to the studio and build it layer by layer by layer.
Put
and
it out to the world.
and just bringing it to life.
Yeah.
That was like the best.
I like the shows best.
Live shows?
Yeah.
There's nothing better than live music.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like,
I mean, I
that's
don't
the
like rap
best.
live. Rap's kind of shitty live.
I wish we had a live music place here in the high desert.
We
where you
do.
could-
there's-
Hilltop.
Yeah, but like
Oh, do they have?
it's hit or
Prince
miss.
cover band.
Yeah, but it's hit or miss sometimes.
Sublime cover bands.
They've been
always
around
go-
for a while, yeah,
Yeah.
the Sublimes.
Yeah.
But Prince, you can't duplicate.
No, that guy was great.
What would be a good band for them to bring?
Bands that are not as big anymore. I feel like.
That is
Bands?
true.
Yeah. But
I think.
Bands
There,
are so
I
much
think. There, I
bigger.
think there's always going to be a community for. Live
So would you
music.
say like an artist or a band?
Are you talking? Wait,
Just like live music, somewhere to go enjoy live music all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Weeknights, the weekends, you know what I mean? Doesn't have to be a cover band, just live music per se.
Good live music.
Just good live music. Doesn't have to be, you
there's
know.
a few places
Here?
Yeah. So the Townsend, they have live bands
Sometimes,
there.
right?
The places like the Wine Cellar or Froggies or the Hilltop. Sorry, some places.
Yeah. I just wish there was more just to go listen to music. Doesn't have to be a cover or anything, just music in general.
Okay.
Live.
I remember I went to Universal a couple of years ago, and I stayed at that hotel, one of the big Hollywood hotels right there. Well, anyways, there was this kid's name I think it was Brian Flores or Brandon Flores. Dude, all he had was electric guitar and a speaker, and he was at the pool playing. Fucking badass, dude.
You sit there and watch them all day? Or
Dude, I sat right there, freaking smoking my joint, listening to him. It was the whole time he was right there. He was in his Chucks, his Dickies, and he has flannel on. He was ripping his guitar. He played Forever Young. He didn't even need music, vocals. He just played it, and he was dope. But he was he was a local artist from LA, but he was pretty good. There's nothing better than live music.
I was in Vegas once, and there was some dude playing guitar in one of the hotels, dude, just in like one of the the small bars that are in the hotels and stuff. But dude, he had the biggest crowd, dude, ever because he was so good, just his guitar and his voice.
So that's one of the main things I want to do with the studio. I want to find musicians here in the high desert and like give them a stage
Hey.
and kind of create content for them to where they could showcase what they do, and and that way they could, because a lot of times is the way you show an artist and you give them that platform. It inspires them to continue, and then also people's like, hey, this person's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it just
Would
takes
you-
one quick little snippet of
Would
good
you
music.
be down to do like an event at your studio, or you're more along the lines of like want to keep it more
To do events there is it's a little difficult.
or, like, private event?
Yeah.
We were thinking of a like an influencer night,
Mm-hmm.
but hosted at Rafa. You have the bar, you have everything.
Yeah.
Kind of
And
like
every influencer from the High Desert comes.
tags,
do
you know,
it.
and brings
The
promotion.
comedians do a show.
Cameras.
You know, we bring it, everyone gets involved. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, it's a good place for like influencers to meet influencers. Everyone want to collab after, but like get to meet everyone.
Yes.
You know, and like
Like a networking event,
Yes,
essentially.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
but-
Showcasing.
yeah,
But you have
talent.
a nice space there. We've talked about it a couple times,
Mhm.
but like you know,
we
that's
didn't
why
know like how you.
that's why I messaged you a while back. Like, hey, me and Joe want to talk.
Oh yeah.
But that's like what we were thinking, like a nice influencer, High Desert, some you know,
Because
networking night.
Royal Talk, we like to throw an event once a year. And when our last year event was badass, you know, so we're kind of looking.
Where
for
do you
the
guys
next
throw
one.
it?
Here.
We threw a huge event here. We had
Oh.
like 200 people here. And we
We,
had
put,
glass
we,
blowing.
we got a
and
tent. We
it
got
was
all the
nuts.
stuff. A bar. We had a
We did a
bartender.
1
we
pound
Bag,
hop
taco
box.
DJ. Like we had a good time, just
Yeah.
to bring everybody together, have a good time.
So I'm definitely I'm open for that for
okay.
sure.
We'll chat it up.
The only
For
shittiest
sure.
part is he has no parking.
Yeah, but-
there's a parker on the
Tyler
corner.
went Uber there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
About
but
to shuttle in.
you got to be down for the hood, just so
Yeah,
you're prepared.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It was normal for me. I used to work
Doesn't
right
feel
there.
like it.
I parked my car right in that alleyway. They're like, you're parking the car right here? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to touch
I
it.
parked
Yeah,
right
I
next to
mean,
you.
when we had the grand opening,
Yeah.
a bunch of people showed up.
You had a good turnout on that.
Yeah.
Dude, it looked really nice and professional.
Dude, we did, even though like 50 people canceled that same morning.
But it looked good.
But it's still a lot
I
of
love
people
that
showed up.
your little backdrop where you come in. It looks
Yeah.
like a movie theater. Like
Yeah.
a movie
It's because we did a red
red carpet, and then they
Yeah.
had like a backdrop Rafa, so everybody would
Yeah.
stop and take pictures, and
Yeah.
they come in. Dude, it looks super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with like the monogram thing behind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so I've done events there, and yes, they are possible, and there's a lot of space. Because at one point I had like 100 people there inside,
Yeah.
and there was still so much space.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
really?
with your bar, if you set it up right, dude, I think it'd be
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard.
great time.
If it's private, right, you could
It's-
open up the
if
bar,
it-
right?
it's private. It's
not
just
like open to public, right?
Yeah, it's-
Because then you might get a fucking citation from the city, but you can't sit around.
it.
Right?
Yeah. It's just
Private.
It's just a
Invi-
private
invite
thing.
only.
Invite only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show your ticket at the door.
Yeah, and have a limited
Capacity.
amount of yes.
Yeah.
What do you think you could hold there?
Like physically or
Just whatever you think would work.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't want to.
What does the city say? Have they ever given you an occupancy?
No,
No.
they haven't.
Do you get inspections? Fire inspections?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to do because I have when I had to get my business license,
Yeah.
the fire inspection came, the building inspector came, and everything looked good, and
Next time they come, ask them. Usually the firefighters do ask them. Like, hey, what's my MAC occupancy? And they'll tell you.
Because they're the ones that show up and shut it down.
maybe I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Hey!
I agree.
I like it.
That's what I was
Like, you never told me. What am I supposed to, you know?
Yeah, I'd be like, I was, I didn't
Yeah.
remember.
But dude, it would be good that the comedians could perform. They would all do. I think to be down.
Good ass time, dude. It was
Yeah.
cool. If
Yeah.
you're down for it.
Yeah.
When did you get the studio?
June.
Oh, this June.
So June.
than a year.
So we're going. Yeah. So less than a year, and
What made you pull the trigger on like?
Yeah.
so I had previous to that, I was upstairs in a smaller room.
Okay.
Because people were asking for studio photography, and I was trying to establish myself as a legit business, and I didn't want to bring people to my house and set up in the kitchen. I was like, I need a space, and I knew the building, the owner of the
What's his
building,
name?
Richard.
Okay.
Yes, super
That's where your dispensary was.
amazing
right?
dude.
Yeah. That's where it was.
Upstairs, right?
Yeah.
No, downstairs, bottom left.
So I
Right
got
right next door to him. Next
Oh,
units
really?
over.
I
yeah.
got that space, and I was just doing my thing, and then photographers started asking me like, "Hey, do you rent it? Do you rent it?" And I was like, "Shit, I never thought about that, but yes, rent it." And then I noticed the space downstairs was gonna be open as well, and I was like, I've been up there for a year, and I was like, man, if I could go downstairs I already saw the psych wall, I already
Set it
saw
all- you
the
see vision?
whole
You had the
setup,
vision?
everything, yes, but it took me about a year to pull the trigger because it was a lot more expensive.
Of course.
And I was like, if it's gonna be worth it, yeah. But yeah. So I did pull the trigger, and I'm glad, and it's been
Are you
fun.
pretty booked? Like, how booked are you?
So I'm booked all the time, but not necessarily the studio.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I'm not only at the studio. I go out. I have contracts with the university. I have contracts with the hospitals, and so I go and film over there. I go and cover events, just wherever. So at the studio, is more like appointment only, but I'm gonna shift my focus to the studio so I could have it booked all the time. Like I want that to be the place to go and do content.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 'cause-
we had a great time there. Felt
Yeah.
super comfortable.
Yes, and so the way it's gonna end up being is nothing like how it is now because I plan to have a bunch of different sets. Yeah,
Sick.
so it's gonna be sick.
So you
Yeah.
within that studio, you have a couple different setups.
Yes, a bunch of them. It's 3,000 square feet, so I could divide it up and
Definitely.
yeah, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it open.
What?
Yeah, because
Come
is it no. As far as the open layout,
Oh,
I didn't want to start
I think
dividing
you
it,
should.
but now I think it's gonna be a lot better and a lot
Especially
useful for a bunch of people.
If you schedule accordingly, you won't have to worry about
Yeah, I agree.
different noise,
Dude, if
different
I-
things going on.
Yeah, I did some math, and if I book that place 6 to 8 hours a day, just booking the studio, I'm good.
Golden.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
And not only that, but it frees up my time
Mhm.
to embark in bigger projects, like trying to find the raw talent in the high desert, and give them the platform and pushing them. Like, all right, you guys.
How'd you get linked up with Chop Shop? Like hosting a podcast. That's like, not a lot of people do that either.
Yeah. So Joel.
Yeah.
So my wife does a lot of work for the community.
Okay.
And Joel has always been involved with the community because he's actually born and raised in the high desert.
Yeah.
And my wife has a heart for Old Town, and she's been trying to revitalize Old Town for the past 10 years. She literally started a nonprofit called Root, which is revive our Old Town, and she started by door knocking. She would go walk the streets of Old Town.
Woo!
Hey,
God bless
I'm
her.
just
I hope she's packed.
what do you need? What do you need? What's the problem? What would make you have a better quality of life? Why don't you do this?
Started
Oh,
asking the questions.
lights, parks, this, and so she just surveyed the whole town, and then she just organized people, and I think there's progress has been made.
I heard there were some investors coming in to buy up all of 7th Street and whatnot. There's some big because the
Revive
government
it.
was about to give.
Well, like
Some money
So
to
if you're a
give away.
nonprofit, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe Rafa knows this. If you're a nonprofit and you qualify for all these things through the government, like grants, they give you money.
They were giving $50,000 grants to the building owner to fix the facade of the.
And it's your money, like it's given. Like you don't have to pay it back or nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you
However,
have to
But
invest
the
it,
non
yeah.
it has to go through a nonprofit, like I believe, like to get that grant.
I'm not sure if necessarily, because
Yeah.
some people just took the money, and they did nothing because they're not for the community. They just want to.
So
yeah.
that's why it was such a big movement then.
yeah. So
Because there was
a
a thing going on for a little bit, like it was
Yes.
being revived, and then nothing happened. So they
so
obviously
we
had
had
shows.
a night market that was happening every Friday right there in the alley,
Yeah,
and there was a food truck park
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was happening too, and it was really good as well. Both properties were owned by the same person, and he was unwilling to work with both of them as far as like, hey, we have low seasons, we're not making it.
Of course,
We're not
yeah,
making it.
yeah.
So can you just forgive or lower your rent? He couldn't work with that guy. He was just there to collect. So
Is that why that kind of died out?
so that died out because of
that
that.
sucks.
Precisely because of that. Yeah.
Cocksucker.
And it was happening. Yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah. I'll second that motion.
You know what I mean?
I fucking hate people like that.
Yeah.
That was most
But-
recent, right? That was pretty.
That was just
recent,
going
yeah.
on last summer.
Yeah, that was
It
just last summer.
Kay,
Yeah.
Kay,
Driving by
we have a mutual. You guys met Kay. She was pretty involved with all that.
Okay.
Apple wears Prada. I don't know.
Mhm.
She was all into all that. Like
Yeah.
she'd be in touch with it all.
But Old Town does have potential, and I think it is
It
gonna
does.
happen.
I think it does.
We're holding it down, and I
It's
see,
cool that you're right in the mix of it.
that's why I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of course, people were asking like, why there? Like,
I
dude,
like it.
all the homeless, all the ones. I was like, yeah, but
They're not that bad.
It's not that bad.
oh, I've never had a problem.
As long as
First
you know
of
how
all.
to, if you could communicate and talk, they're not gonna mess with you. Like you just gotta be able to know how to
So
talk.
what you're saying
you know
is
what I mean?
don't take Jake with you.
No, like, even me myself, like
No, he's fucking TDJ.
Oh, the fucking disruptor. No, do not take him down
the
there.
homeless demolisher.
Yeah, but like if you know how to talk for yourself and stand up a little bit, you can get through that situation or wherever down there. You know what I mean? I used to work there, and it was a wild scenario. But as long as you could speak up for yourself, you get by.
Yeah, and the building owner, he has a pretty good hold of everybody that's there, and they respect him. So if anybody's
Out of line,
lingering or out of line,
he'll come.
yeah,
That's how it should be.
yeah. So I've been there going on 2 years.
Is the furniture store still across the street?
Yes, but they're selling it,
Hmm.
and I wanted to get that place too.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, that place is.
I wanted to turn that into a studio.
Really?
Yes,
So you have a vision?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a stepping. This is
Yeah.
just another
But
step.
you want to stay in that locale.
He wants the block.
I want the block.
On
There's
the block.
there's some land closer to
watched
that freeway, yeah, where I would like to build something from scratch and be like the new.
Closer to
mini.
the freeway.
Yeah.
So there's only a couple little spots
So
going that way.
right there, you
At
get
the
on.
bend.
You get on. Right there,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
towards
Yeah.
the freeway.
Yeah.
There's like 60 acres that they're selling right there.
Ooh.
And,
60?
yeah.
Is it going to the hill?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I grew up over there. I know that area.
That's to the left, huh?
Yeah.
You know, Joe drives through there so fast he doesn't pay attention.
You ever been there, Joe?
Behind Arco or like over
Before
Before
you go under the bridge where the AMPM's out. on the
So
left-hand
once you get
side.
into Arco, that's like Oral Grand. They start calling that area.
It's right
before.
there before you go to the left-hand side.
Did you see they revamped that? It used to be a mechanic shop on the left, across from
Next to me?
Going which way?
no, down a little ways.
We're heading towards the
It was 5-star. They're gone now. It's like they revamped the land, the building. They put black wrought iron gates. It's pretty nice. That might be what you're talking about.
I might drive through there pretty fast myself.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
a Tesla guy or no?
I don't have a Tesla. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I want one too.
I did
Now,
on my
after
way
riding it, you like
I want
it?
a Cybertruck. That's what I want.
on my way over here. I cut one off. It was my bad. I'm sorry. I'm
If
sorry,
you're
It's all
Cybertruck.
right. He doesn't.
Bro,
he doesn't belong out here
he,
anyways. There's
and
no
he
chargers.
honked at me so weird.
Wait, how was this horn?
No, it was like woo woo. It was like like it was just
Can
weird.
you customize your horns?
I would have.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course. It's all
You
digital.
want a
It's a computer
Cybertruck?
with
Really?
wheels.
I think
I
they're
hit mine
ugly
for
as
the first
fuck.
time the other day. And I was like,
You
what
see
the fuck
Lolo's
is this
ride?
bitch?
Yeah, the Hummer.
Hummer?
It's
Have you seen
nice.
inside?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, bro, that's what after you see that, you're like, fuck a Cybertruck.
Nah, I want a Cybertruck. It looks like a DeLorean. That's why I want it.
I think they're hideous. But
Have you been on one?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
I got to drive a bunch of Teslas. When Tesla was sending solar installers to the Tesla factories to help out with the with the workload. So I got to unload the Tesla trucks and take them to just a parking lot, and it was fun driving those cars because
How long ago was that?
this was like
They weren't even on the streets yet back then.
barely. No, and I'm not
They
talking
just
about.
came out a couple years
And
ago.
I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking.
Prototype.
But I'm not talking about the trucks.
Calm
I'm talking
down.
about
Oh.
the cars.
Oh, dude, the Model S though is so fucking.
The
nice.
Model S.
Did you see
Oh.
Rogan's custom one that they made for him?
I like the Model.
Bad.
The Model S has got big old hips on it. It's like a
Mhm.
bad bitch. The Model 3, but the Model S,
I wanted to get that.
Shaq Cybertruck. It's
it's
fucking
just double your price.
Yeah, it just double. I can't even afford the fucking one I got now. Just-
All right,
Yeah. Well, when you get it, I'll do a photo shoot.
Let's do it. Okay, I want one.
Big Jakey in the
Big J-
Tesla,
just like Marty McFly. What? Next to my Tesla truck.
the high tops with the vest.
Oh, yes. the
Yeah, you
pump.
think I
Yeah,
don't know?
that's
Come
right.
on, dog.
Come on now. He
Yeah.
knows. He knows. He knows.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Dude,
Royal
I-
Talk
Which
shit
one?
in it.
Which out of all of them, two.
Thank you.
Two's the
Thank
best
you,
one.
fucking.
Back to the
Jake.
Future 2.
Thank you.
is-
Do you like the
Really?
Western one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Western
the-
one's great. It was
No,
one of
but
the-
two's
Oh,
the
1
two-
and 3 are the best.
2 is the
bro.
best, bro.
Joe,
2
what?
is not the best, bro. He is tripping.
You like part
Here we
three's
go.
great, but
No,
it's
it's not. It's all futuristic. Like this guy would want to live in.
Joe, two Cafe
what?
80s, bro.
Yeah.
2 is the future, right?
Two's when he
Yeah,
goes
when
back,
you-
Marty,
yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
come back with me.
Yeah,
Where? Back
yeah.
to the future.
Right. No. I say 1 and
And cars are all
3.
flying and shit. Remember?
Classic,
And he's
yeah.
like, wait, 10
Honestly,
more
they're all
seconds.
good.
Yeah,
so
but
that's all
what about the one with the hotel in Buck?
That's the one. That's,
Two?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
two.
that's two.
Biff, what you mean with Biff?
Biff,
When
Biff.
Biff was Trump?
Yeah, Biff was
When
Trump.
Biff was Trump?
Yeah.
He looked like Trump, bro. Let's
Yeah.
be real here. You're supposed to be a switch all you little son of a bitch. Fucking Lorraine was a babe, bro. When he gave her the tits, remember? You wanted me to get these things. I was like, you need to relax, dude.
What about you guys fuck with Edward Scissorhand?
Of course, Tim Burton.
You?
All day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
They used to
my
play it on
movies.
TV.
I love my
You like
fucking-
movies?
if-
Are you into movies?
If it was on TV, I probably.
Well, that's
watch
what we
it.
grew up on. Like you had TV channels that played movies. You had no
we
choice.
never. Yeah, but we never.
Channel guide.
We,
You have a
I,
cable guide?
I didn't grow up with cable. Yeah.
You
It was
did?
on- No, we never had cable. So
You
it was
had the
only
1 through 12.
I had a black box.
we had the TV that.
You smack the top of the
Yeah.
I had
TV
a black box, homie.
with the antennas like this in
Yeah,
the back. You
yes.
got a black box?
Go to Grandpa's. In
They
La
still have
Puente.
those.
Oh, you go to Grandpa's
Have
in
you
La
get-
Puente.
do you
he'd
have
be
one
like,
now?
Here. Do I have one now?
Well, you probably did have them because you're a boxing fan. The black box with boxing,
Oh,
golden.
true story. Grandpa got sued by Don King.
Really?
True- yeah.
He was one of the ones.
Oh, yep.
Really?
Yeah, my grandpa.
There was like
yeah.
there was a
Boxing?
there was a select group of people that got caught with their black boxes and got sued.
Yeah, my
No
grandpa
way.
did. Oh, dude, we used to have
No.
fight nights at the house.
Remember the
in
card that
Hacienda
would go
Heights?
in the black box?
It had the red numbers on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
black
Yeah,
ones.
red.
Oh, dude, he got one for one
Yeah.
of his boys in La Puente. Or,
Have you thought about getting a new one? Have you
No.
seen them?
So that was the original jailbroken.
100%.
Fire
Do you have a
stick.
black box?
You put the card in.
Original
boom.
black box.
Yes. He'd be like, put it on 99. And there was the fucking fight.
Yeah,
One day
dude.
he got
HBO.
served from Don King Productions
Damn.
for getting all the Tyson and Chavez fights.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah. That was funny.
Hey, those were some good fights. Though.
My
That was the
grandparents
day.
had it to watch Middle Eastern stuff too, because they were Middle Eastern, so they would like
all the
channels over there and stuff like that. I was like,
Did you
damn.
grew up watching that shit or what?
No.
It was like your novellas.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when I go to the little market right here, the guy's Middle Eastern, Omar, and all I hear is in the background. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you watching? He's like, it's my people, it's my TV.
It's like people.
But he's like a cool dude. But every time I go in there, that's all you fucking hear.
Did you ever grow up watching like the old school Godzilla movies when they were like,
Bro,
what do you-
hold
when
on.
they're like, what do you mean?
Hold on, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hold on,
Godzilla's coming.
hold on.
Yeah.
I watched Kong vs Godzilla.
Amazing.
Bro, you fucked me up with that. You
Hey,
told
you're-
me.
Hey, you're welcome.
You told me
You're
about
welcome.
that. You need to
The
watch
Hollow
it.
Earth one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it blows your mind, bro. I was like, hey, shout out to the boys. We all went when that first came out. Me and a couple of my guys.
It's a good movie.
We all went to the like, boss. Let's all roll to the movies. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we get there, and then one of my guys, we call him the cannon, pulls out a fucking.
Does he have a
shrooms.
cannon?
Oh, dude, no. He goes.
Okay.
So he pulls out just handfuls of shrooms.
Oh no.
And he's like, who's in? I'm like, dude, let's go. So everyone starts eating shrooms. Dude, I was having a panic attack in that motherfucker. When they were going down the Middle Earth, you know, everyone's screaming in the
Oh,
colors.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Have you
They're
watched
like,
that
want
one,
popcorn? Well,
Rafa?
get away from
No.
me. Yeah, dude.
If you're not, if I don't know if you're in conspiracy stuff, and I'm getting down the rabbit hole lately, but fuck my whole head up.
Boy,
Jake.
my feed
You
is
told
on
me about
Instagram.
it. Like you told me about it, and I'm like, no. And then I watch it. I'm like,
We're big on that shit.
Wait, on what? Like the movie? That's
Oh, I mean, conspiracy
because
theories.
Hollywood puts it in your face.
okay.
Movies always has.
Okay.
They'll put it in your face. You don't believe it. But dude, I watched. Did you watch the clip of all the movies that talk about the firmament?
Of course.
Have you seen it,
You know what the firmament is? Did I say it right?
bro? It's in every
Firmament.
action movie.
Firmamento.
The firmament.
The firmament, according to the, you guys explain.
Yeah.
I'm new
Joe
on this.
Joe probably could do the
Joe,
best.
talk to him.
No, you guys watch all these movies. Let's
Hey,
hear
I
it.
didn't. Hold on. Just break it down for him, please. I'm new on this, Joe. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm a new.
Yeah, I'm
follower.
newer too. I'm just
Space would be the firmament, so it's water. So if you go in outer space,
Show him the
you get
Hennessy
water.
commercial.
I saw it
Hey,
because I watched your podcast.
so
Okay.
they
Thank you.
say we've never been past.
The one thing I can't get is
It's
like
water. They said space is
why
water.
why do we have sunlight but the rest of space doesn't?
Because it doesn't end. So light bounces off of stuff.
So
Let's
why
say
does it
they
just
see the light hits
so
this
why
and
are
makes it
why is
black.
the sun just portrayed on us, but if you go into space it's black?
I'm not with you guys on any of that.
I'm not. I'm just asking.
I'm just asking.
No, yeah. No, it's explainable. What do you mean it's not on us? It's like it
Here.
hits everything that it can touch.
Hold on. Have you guys tried this?
Uh-oh.
What was your question, sir?
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
we
you
do
asked ChatGPT?
Grok?
I do Gronk.
It's because it says it's like a flashlight. The flashlight effect.
What is that?
Like where you point a flashlight is bright, but where everywhere else is dark.
That's what they say about
That's what
it.
the ChatGPT says.
So that the sunbeams just pass us?
That's what I don't understand.
Mhm.
So like it just dies out after it passes us, but on us it's bright.
I like when Joe sent. Was it you that sent it or
Well,
Adam?
it's new photons every constantly from the sun. So that's the light we get.
Yeah.
So it's like new light. Because I mean,
I don't understand your question.
So like in space is dark,
Yeah.
but why are we like when the sun's on us it's light, but why is the rest of space dark?
Why is the rest of space?
Why is it space lit up?
Yeah, why isn't space lit up like the rest? We
Yeah,
see.
but light has to bounce off of something.
exactly.
So it just keeps going and going and going. So there's nothing there for it to bounce off of to shine back at you to see where the light is hitting.
So you're saying because it's hitting us it's bright?
Yeah, because it's hitting us. We're something to bounce off of. Jupiter. That's why you can see Mars, the moon. You can see the moon and all
That's
that
why
shit
we can
because
see them
light's
so
hitting
perfect.
it.
Yeah.
But if it goes beyond that, we all know that space is
So
endless.
infinity. So you're
Right.
saying
Yeah.
it's
So it
infinity.
just dies out, just like anything else. You know.
I don't know.
Think about the stars that we see. We don't see all.
Yeah.
You know. We see.
Yeah, but we
little-
see the same stars all the time. Why do we do that? Why do we see the
How
same
come they
stars
don't
if we're
move?
spinning? If
How
we're
come-
spinning,
Yes.
Why don't
yes.
we-
Yeah.
That's a question I have. Jorge, can you
No,
answer?
no.
But do we
I'll
though?
tell you right now. Like,
Why do constellations never change?
Yes.
when you have,
I think they do.
They don't. If I go outside, Big Dipper's right there.
okay,
Always.
exactly. No,
But-
It's always there.
No, no.
It does change.
It's always-
through
I'll
the
tell you
night
right
pro-
now.
to the
through
left
night
by
process-
over your house.
Through the-
I know where it's at.
Through
Put
the
a
night
teles-
process, it changes.
take
though.
take a telescope and point it at something, and then wait 5 seconds. It's gone.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
but
in your telescope.
If we're
Point at
spinning
your
at
room.
Because
60,
it's spinning.
66,000 miles an hour,
Here we go.
What?
I'm gonna point at your room.
Wait, the telescope? You can't see my room from there.
You all live around here?
No, this is Adam's place.
Okay.
They live in the hood.
We live in the hood.
The whole
So, ¿sabes qué? The Felony Flats.
the who the
Misdemeanor Meadows.
well, this is Lucerne
Lucerne Valley.
Lucerne Valley.
Yeah.
But you live in the
We live in
Lucerne
Apple
Valley.
So you know where Apple
No, we
Valley
live in
Gym
Apple
is?
Valley.
Yeah.
Right behind that.
Okay.
In that little area.
All
we
right.
live in the barrio.
They could walk to the gym, but they drive.
Yeah, good for my leg.
Good for my calves.
I remember Joe used to drive a regular car, like a non-combustible engine car. He used to complain, my car doesn't even warm up by the time I get here.
Yeah.
Now he drives a Tesla and it's fucking perfect for him. Heated,
Yeah.
cooled, whatever he wants.
I leave every day at 5 o'clock for the gym, and
Not
they
every
say
day.
it knows by 4:45.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
be
be
real
truthful.
here, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Let's be real here,
well,
Joe.
Most
you
of the
Joe.
time.
You Joe.
What?
Let's
Get him.
Hey,
Get him,
I'm gonna hold
Jake.
you accountable.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Joe.
Yeah.
You haven't been at the gym lately. I don't like it.
I missed Monday. I was there Tuesday,
You
Wednesday,
missed
Thursday.
also Monday, Tuesday.
No, I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I'm gonna have
I just miss you.
I'm gonna ask for film.
Check in.
I'm like, did the
Talk-
chooch come in?
Talk to the guy at the front.
I
He's
am.
a fucking weirdo. His music sucks.
Bro, it'll go from mariachi to like.
What's wrong with
fucking
that, Joe? What's wrong with some mariachi?
Bro, it's
Nothing.
a-
I'm just
it's a-
saying. Give me
it's
a second
gym.
to explain.
It's
my
a
shit.
gym,
What are you
bro.
talking about?
It's a gym. Hold on. I'm tired of his fucking music, honestly.
Do you remember when the old girl used to play Besso all the time?
Yeah.
Nobody plays
Yeah.
Besso no more. Like, Joe, yeah.
Joe
yeah.
didn't like her. Joe
See,
didn't like
Joe-
her. He used to get
Joe's
mad
like,
at her.
yeah.
No, dude, I like all music. And you know what? One thing I will
I miss
say,
that shit, Jake.
the music at the gym doesn't bother me because I kind of don't pay attention.
People
to it,
do
if I'm
for
being
me.
honest. I only pay attention if it's a song I really like. I'm like, oh, sick. You know what I mean? But I'll hear people come up like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, worry about your workout.
Mm.
Put your headphones on.
Yeah, put your headphones on.
I have a hard time when I don't have my headphones.
I'll go home.
Gabby, even
If you forget your headphones,
I'll
you just go home.
I'll
You
go
fuck
home and I'll
this.
go get them. I'm not gonna fucking talk to nobody. I want to be in my zone. I want to listen to my music
Yeah.
or movies. I usually listen to movies sometimes. But,
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Movie-
What
movie
about you?
soundtrack? Yeah.
No,
a lot
I-
of people listen to
Mu-
podcasts.
music. I listen to
Victor-
music.
Dude,
when
at Victorville, you have to have over-the-ear headphones.
Fucking a
No.
beanie on, a
yeah,
hoodie.
yeah. It's like
It's like
blast
they're wanting
out.
the speaker in your ear.
Yeah, because you cannot have little ear pods. Otherwise
but
you're
but
hearing
but
the
they're
rest of
they have sound cancellation. The AirPods have sound cancellation.
I must have, dude. Ryan got us the
good.
knockoff ones. They're fake as fuck because mine does not have
Told you.
those.
You cannot hear the outside
60
music.
bucks for some.
What are they like
Apple
pros, like the Pro
Pods?
3s, or yeah?
Yeah,
Thanks for looking.
Well, they
out,
started
buddy.
on the first pros, but
Yeah.
I think it got better, right?
these
Over
right
time.
here. Yeah, I mean, you put them on, and then it just blocks the sound.
No matter, no nothing.
And then barely, and then you put music on, and it's like you're
Right,
good.
I got hustles. I got some knockoffs.
You put that mariachi on, and it's PR time,
La
Oh,
banda.
La Chona. What you know about that, Joe?
bro. La Chona. Oh my god.
Hey, that one comes on my playlist at the gym.
Yeah?
I'm working out. La Chona. Over here wishing I was somewhere else.
Dude, Gabby
How-
had my Pandora on. It was Bad Bunny and a bunch of shit. I'm like, is this my Pandora? She's like, yep. I'm like, mother. You know what's crazy?
It's been
My
infiltrated.
my number one artist I listened to in 2024, Bad Bunny.
Really?
Yeah, it came up on my thing, and I'm like,
Well, he is
"What?"
at the top of the top as far as Latin artists go. He's
kills
number
it.
one.
His last album's in.
Mine was Shabuzi. I said I played Shabuzi
I am not even
like
surprised by that.
400 times or something.
in
That's
one
'cause
day.
he played it. Yeah, one day.
In one day.
I will say, what's his name listens to terrible fucking music. Cam.
Oh, terrible.
Jorge, do you agree with that or no?
No, he liked it.
You like some of it, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking terrible. I'll be working in the conference room and I'm like, I know Joe's fucking pulling his hair
What
out
kind of
right
music
now.
is it?
Dude, it's all over.
I played him a song,
Yeah.
a rap song, and I was
Yeah.
like, dude, listen to this rap song, because that's all he plays is rap. And then he's like, dude, if it doesn't talk about killing or murder or whatever, I don't listen. I was like, Jesus,
He listens
bro.
like terrible mumble rap that you,
Oh,
is terrible,
yeah.
dude.
I'm good.
I know Jorge gets down with him a little bit over there, but I
Yeah,
don't
they're
say-
young. Those young dudes. I don't know.
Yeah,
They can't even understand. It doesn't make no sense, but they like it.
I mean, I fuck with the Mexican OT. He got Jorge. got
Yeah,
me
but
hooked.
he's cool.
Jorge got me hooked on him, bro. It's like I
Big-
fuck with him.
I think the band scene's coming back. I can give it another 10 years, and it's gonna have a right.
Everything comes back.
Everything
You
comes
think
back.
band scene? The band scene?
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. As I've gotten older, I mean, I've always listened to my bands, but I definitely want to go see more live music.
So
for
I'll tell
sure.
you something I've seen coming back when I was still doing music. Rock en español died. It was from the 90s, right? Spanish rock was the
Poppin'.
in the 90s. It died off, and then what became popular? Paisa music,
Yeah.
big time.
Corridos, you say?
Corridos and banda and mariachi. So
I
there's a
I like
difference.
corridos. I like the horn.
Yeah. So if you could distinguish between mariachi, banda, norteño, it's based on the instruments. So if it has accordion,
Yeah.
it's norteño. If it has like the tubas and the trumpets,
horns.
it's banda.
Banda.
And if it has violins,
Mariachi.
it's mariachi.
Hey,
Yes.
can I ask you
What
a
do you
question?
prefer? What do you
Hold on,
prefer?
hold on. Let me ask this question. Since you're Hispanic,
Sí, señor.
why do every Hispanic person put music on and turn it as loud as they fucking can and go to work. Like you can't even go talk to them in the same room. They have to turn their music down or whatever. But dude, it'll be right here in your ear. You can't even fucking talk to them. But they're working away.
So I don't know, but I remember that having like
He even laughed.
the Alpine sound system in your car was like
Hell yeah.
was a flex. So turning it
Major.
up, like because you have to add your like
Tweeters,
Everything,
your highs,
everything
lows,
was
your
custom.
bass.
Yes.
Everything was custom.
So you were flexing.
Okay, but this is what I think about. Like when you go to a restaurant with the banda, it's fucking
Oh.
loud.
Oh yeah, don't plan on having talk.
You can't even talk.
Sir,
Don't take
can't-
a
Sir.
girl
Am I
there
right or
on a
wrong?
date
hold on.
When you go,
unless she's gonna get
Okay.
down, where you're just gonna eat.
You know what happens to
You
me?
can't even talk.
You know what happens to me when I go to like Calimán, a
Okay.
seafood place,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
have
You get
that
on there
shit
and play.
in the morning. I turn white.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, I can't take it. It's
It's
too
too
much.
much.
It is too much.
even my like we.
Well, it's too much at 10 in the morning
Yeah.
or 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
but like
it's a
you
little too
can't,
much.
Jake. You can't even talk to your partner,
Yeah.
whoever you're going with.
Yeah,
Just
you can-
so
there's no
fucking
point.
loud.
You're just there. I'm gonna eat my fucking Tijuana sushi and we're out of here.
Bro, you know the restaurant next to my smoke shop, the Mexican spot?
Yeah.
Dude, they threw a fucking banger, I guess, for their grand opening. And my glass shop is right next door. When we came in the next day, dude, all of our glass was like off of our shelves and shit. That's how much
No
it
way.
Yeah, bro. We broke a bunch of pieces. I went in there and bitched him out. I was like, bro, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, we had a grand opening. He's like, it was a one-time thing. I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't fucking whatever after that. But I
Yeah.
do.
But you know what I'm talking about? The restaurant, dude. It's so fucking
It's
loud.
ridiculous.
It
dude.
it just is.
It's like hurry up and eat my food. I want to leave.
it depends. Yeah. So
if I'm hammered, I'm good.
Yeah, but
If I'm
Yeah,
even
yeah.
at 10 in the morning,
you're not talking though.
Yeah, if I'm shit faced and high at
so
10 in the
here's
morning,
here's the
I'm like louder.
here's the maybe why that usually Mexicans go to those places to cure a hangover, and to cure a hangover, what do?
Start drinking again.
You drink again, so you get the
It's a
shampoo.
culture,
You get
right?
the shampoo effect, which
Shampoo.
means that you get right back at your drunken state,
Yeah.
Why-
which
One or two
which
beers and
which lowers the volume from the
This guy's
ambience.
just speaking knowledge to you.
So you just need to turn it up, because the drunker you
just
get,
need to turn it up.
that's why it
the
goes
drunker
up.
you get, it goes up. Yeah, but so if you're completely sober at 10 in the morning and you're just trying to
Yeah, you're trying to eat your ham and eggs.
you're in the
like,
wrong
"Can
pl-
you
you're in the
shut up?"
wrong place, sir.
Yeah, you realize that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be at work at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. That shit feels like
I used to fucking love going to Caliche Town.
oh man.
Yeah, but if I'm high, I'm
What'd
good.
you like
if
to
I'm
go
high,
there
I'm not
for?
bothered.
What'd
I'm
you
not
really
bothered.
like to go there for?
What do you mean?
Less.
For the fucking sushi.
Sucias?
Yeah, the food or the
No,
waitresses?
No sushi, no sushi.
The food or the waitresses,
Not the
Jake?
waitresses. I was there with one.
Wait, you're into Hispanic girls again?
No, I just went. Oh, this fuck is like
One
when
time
you go
thing.
there. How years ago was that? It's like 3 years ago. You get me in trouble.
I'm fucking with you. You're a white guy, but a Mexican.
Well, you know,
I love it.
I just fucking love.
Jake loves him some white girls, so that's why we
That's
gotta give
my
him a little
favorite.
shit. We like
White
Latinas.
girls are
we
your-
like Latinas over here, so
Okay.
you might want to come to the side.
Okay.
They like me.
That guy too. He likes the. He's
What
a,
what
he's
it what he
Whites and
does?
blacks.
He's he's the fuck. What is that?
Bilingual.
No,
By the
no,
way,
no.
ladies and gentlemen, Jorge's DMs are open.
Oh! So you want to take it off when I put it
I
on?
got so
Or
excited.
did that cause it?
No, dude. Yeah, you did cause that.
Oh,
I just said happy birthday. The DMs are open.
Yeah, they're not together no more.
Jorge,
Alright.
Jorge's
how
not
you- Jorge,
part-time
how you-
daddy?
How you doing, Jorge?
Are you all right?
Jorge's wide open.
No more part-time daddy.
And he's all down at work. I feel bad for
Jorge,
him.
I know a big bitch who really wanted to fuck you.
Oh,
Whoa! Put it in. Torta
I'll
pounder.
yeah, she's a torta for
A fridge torta or like
No,
a?
she's like shapy, but she's like, you know.
She's curvy.
yeah. Like
Jorge.
I can pick her up on my shoulders, but I'm gonna be.
Jorge,
Hey.
Jorge, put it in the work, dude. You need to learn.
Hey, did you
Jorge.
guys? There's the name Jorge.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to say let's go do it, you say let's go name our kid Jorge. It's a Spanish saying. I don't know
You didn't tell us
why.
about the
Dude,
Jorge.
Yeah.
like sex?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah?
like you tell, hey, let's go name our kid Jorge.
That means let's go fuck.
I like it.
Oh, I'm gonna use this thing. You didn't
Bro,
tell us about that,
Jorge, you've been holding out on
Yeah,
us with
what's
that,
going on?
dude.
Is that what happened with
Jorge's
you?
like, I
That-
have no
Yo,
idea,
that's our
man.
next shirt.
What?
Let's-
Jorge?
let's go make a Jorge.
Let's go Jorge.
Let's go name our kid.
Oh,
Jorge.
let's go
Let-
name our
yeah.
kid Jorge.
Jorge.
We'll put a picture of him.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Little silhouette.
Let's go put our name and a picture of him.
Like Jake does on the back, but it's Jorge.
Yeah, like that.
We love you, Jorge.
Jorge,
Jorge, are your DMs open?
I know a couple.
I just want to hear from you.
Jorge, I know a couple. They are waiting in line for you.
What?
Yeah.
A
Hey.
couple?
Has Jorge made an appearance?
Wait, a couple of people or a
On
couple?
here?
No,
Of course. Are you kidding me?
You getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. He was actually on an episode.
He gets
first,
uncomfortable.
and
Okay.
then started working with. Or you just
Two.
started working
He did
with.
two.
us, right?
He did 2 episodes.
Yeah, he did.
His
The second one got
sunglasses.
fucked
Yeah.
because he was over here and he wasn't watching the
Our
controls.
audio.
Our audio and everything was fucked.
We
Yeah,
need
no
to turn.
capping at the
We need
helm.
to turn the TV around so we can watch it. So wait.
What
You
do you
said
mean
a
couple?
cuckold or a couple?
No, a couple.
A male and
couple
a female.
A
girls.
couple like females. who
Oh,
are
okay.
Oh,
Not at
okay,
the same time.
Interested in
Yeah,
huh?
who cares?
Yeah, I thought you meant a couple.
No,
Like
you meant a couple, like a
yeah,
man
yeah,
and
like a
woman.
threesome.
Yeah.
We can figure that out too.
Yeah.
Jorge. I know a couple people. They'd probably be like, "You tell them to come over, fuck it." Yeah, but they think Jorge's a stud muffin. So
Okay, let's set that up.
yeah.
Rafa,
Yes, sir.
do you feel like you are a mentor to a lot of these younger dudes that are in your studio?
I'm not sure, but I do. If anybody comes to me with any questions, I'm an open book, and I always try to advise them. I always try to share with them the mistakes that I made, and be like, oh, if I was in your position, knowing what I know now, this is what I would do. So yeah, I feel like in a way that I am, and people feel comfortable asking me, like, what do I do? How do I start? Always open for that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I could tell you're open because we'll ask you something about our place. Like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
You know, you're like open, which is awesome because there's those people who are like, figure it out for yourself, And from what we've learned, dude, we're still learning. Like, this is so much shit.
Well, you
to
never
learn,
stop learning, and this how I see it too. Because even photographers that you would think they're my competition, like I want them to get better. So because if they get better, then I'm forced to get better myself. Because I'm not gonna let them be better than me. But so if I help them be better, and they do get better than me, then now I feel the pressure to just
Yeah, but
elevate myself even
it's,
more.
It's like competing and losing. You learn. You like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
You
You can
need-
take a loss and be sad, or you could take the loss and go, all right, like
A learning lesson.
I need to fucking work.
Well,
on
you
this
need
or
that
this or
competition.
Next
Yeah,
time
you
I don't
need
do
it,
that,
You know what I mean? Like, how do I outperform this guy, or how do I achieve better than this guy's doing? And
It's just the mark to shoot. It's a target.
yeah, exactly.
Competition is a target because you're always competing against yourself, right? But you
That's
do
the-
need a target,
Yeah, yeah.
and because we're prideful and we let our ego, sometimes lead the way. It's important. Having somebody that's doing what you're doing a little bit better is beneficial to you.
It's always good to go ask those questions to that person. Hey, what are you doing? Or visual or talk to that person. Don't be afraid to.
One thing that what I tell these younger kids is always, like I would advise
Respectful.
get a mentor in everything you're trying to do. Just get a mentor. Just ask them.
Exactly,
Just ask because I'm always willing to share information to younger kids, and I'm sure that you guys are also too. Like we just have this innate desire to pass down the knowledge. It's within.
Yeah.
I guess it's
I'm
in our
recently
DNA.
discovering that. Yes,
I
absolutely.
like to see people do well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when they come talk to you and then you see them like thriving and doing
Yes.
well. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's when I realized I was old. When I was like, kid, let me tell you, let me share some wisdom with
When
you,
they call you OG, that's when it's like, oh, there we are.
So,
Senor.
what you have going on with your studio, and you have different genres of types of content coming in. What's your favorite to like kind of shoot or deal with? Because it's pretty broad.
So the
For sure.
what keeps me going is the fact that it's always different. That
Yeah.
it's always something. It's what I could love, shooting, whatever. But the next day, I'm over it. So I like to jump around. So the fact that new people are always coming into the studio and it's with a different concept, that's really what I like. I don't have a favorite. My favorite thing is the fact that it's always different.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just on rinse and repeat. You're kind of evolving.
It's always something different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
And you're starting like more in studio than traveling out in the field.
Yeah, I did a lot of traveling. When I was in the band, and I also traveled like for personal. I went to Europe, and I went to Dubai, and I went to Bali. And I'm like, I'm kind of over it. Like what I want now is just to settle and build something, and then expand. Because I feel like it's been going on stages. First, it was like discovering that I was done with my current life, and I was like, I'm not going nowhere. And if I could spend the time that I spent in this job building something for myself, I think I could make something happen. So that happened.
Yeah,
So
the
now I'm there.
epiphany.
Now I'm like, okay, now I'm like the foundations. And then I feel like I'm almost out of that stage of like the foundations of the business. And then we're going to go into kind of like the
Growth.
expansion and then conquer.
Attaboy.
Conquer.
Oof.
I can't do the repetitive job myself. Like the other day we worked together. We had a couple problems in our work load, like how our normal schedule just got fucked up off of something, and then we had to dissect, work it out, figure it out, and then fix it, right? And I told him, I was like, this is what makes the job fun. Even though it fucked up our day.
Yeah.
But at the same point, I was like, dude, like this, it created a different vibe that day, and it's something new. It was like we had to use our heads and like figure something out.
Bro,
And I love that.
I used to work for Amazon. I was a packer at Amazon warehouse. Talk about repetitive work. 10 hours.
I get that.
10 hours.
I get that.
And the warehouse where I was, I know it's allowed now, but when I was there, we weren't allowed phones or headphones, music, nothing.
Shoot.
It was just you in a little 3x3, 4x4 little square, just doing this for 10 hours straight. And I did that for like 8 months, 10 months. Yeah.
Drove you crazy.
Yes. It eats at your soul, especially when you know that you
Have
probably a
options.
little bit better
agree.
than that.
I agree.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What made you make the change? Like risk the biscuit. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's people that stay there, or like,
Yes.
what made you risk it?
I knew that if I didn't, I was gonna regret it forever. Like it was just so obvious. I was like, because I knew if I tried it, and I was like, you know what, it didn't work out. I was happy coming back to a company and just make it a career out of it. But I knew that if I never tried, I was always gonna have that doubt in my mind that was like, what if it could have worked? And that was gonna kill me, the regret. So it was a no-brainer at that point. I was like, I don't want to feel regret for the rest of my life. So I got nothing to lose. I had like a little saved up money. So I just left my door. I had a safety net. I left my doors open at the company I was working for. I was like, if it doesn't work, I could just come back, and that made it easier. But it was by default. Like I knew it wasn't this, so it had to be something else.
It's almost not. Almost sometimes, like just my experience, it's nice risking it, like taking that risk or trying it to go. I don't know if that's gonna work, and before you know what, like it starts working. You're like, fuck, this is working. You know, that feeling of like satisfaction is kind of cool to go through.
Yeah,
It's like a new feeling every day of like when you're making it work and things are working out. It's like kind of exciting.
because you're collecting the wins, like the little. It's so important to collect the little wins. That's why it's important. Like I set goals, like daily goals, and then weekly goals, and then because those daily goals is it feels good. Like you said, it gives you the energy to just kind of
Like, all right, cool. Like
keep
I
going.
this accomplished. Like we can get to the next one. We can get to the next one. Like and like Joe said, like some days you have to think outside the box and get through the situation, which is really cool too, because you can count on yourself to get through the problems. But also, it's cool to learn as you're going. You know what I mean? So there's different processes through the situation.
Well, yeah, because when you're tested, you get to find out what you've learned. You get to test your experience, and that's always fun to know that that you're competent at some levels. So that's
Yeah.
it-
Yeah.
and
I
it
know
goes
what you
back
mean.
to pride.
Kinda
Like it goes back to feeding that ego.
It
Like,
feeds it, yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, and
it's
it's a good feeling of like knowing you can count on yourself, like
Yes, sir.
competent, I guess you'd say.
when someone comes in and says our flour is this, like this is bomb flour, or like our carts like do amazing product, or your videos are like fucking
Yeah.
dope. It's just like those kind of things. You're like,
Yeah, the
makes me want to
the feedback you get from people is also
Royal Talk or whatever. Like when we get feedback about Royal Talk, dude.
yeah.
Like if it's a good interaction, like we all text the group, like, dude, that is cool ass dude, like it hypes us all up,
It does, and that's why I return it now because when I hear it from people, random people, it does. It's like it's like they're validating what you're doing, and it's like because when I was doing my podcast, I thought nobody was watching it, and when I stopped doing it, people were asking me like, hey, how come you're not doing it anymore? We were watching that, we were liking that. I was like, oh shit,
Where were you before, fucker?
Yeah.
Let
No,
me look
it's-
you up in the comments
It's
section.
it's definitely a hard thing to like put content out and then you don't know how it's being percepted. You know what I mean? Like you're not sure. Like, all right, but at a certain point, also you're like at least for me, I don't know how you guys are or whatever, but I'm like, fuck, this is what we do every week. Like, so this is what we're gonna be. This is who we are, and this is what we're doing. So the perception is cool when you get it validated by somebody. They say something or whatever, but other than that, like the perception like kind of comes and goes, or you kind of feed off of it a little bit. But at the end of the day, this is who we are, and this is what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
So-
you feel stagnant.
For sure.
Like we've had times where we're like, nothing's going on. We're still doing our episodes though. That's the one thing I say I fucking love about us, because like a band, like you just said right now, we couldn't get together for practice. We couldn't whatever. We all four of us fucking know that every fucking Thursday, dude, we are here.
Okay.
We schedule
Guest
work.
or not, it's gonna
We-
be a tripod.
We schedule our lives around this, So, and we only ask that we give each other 3 hours on a Thursday, and that's it, right? And then after that, we do all of the editing, whatever, at home, right? Like on our own time. But, I will say I've been in bands, dude, and it was always a fucking issue, man, with scheduling or someone's lazy and say, dude, not here, bro. Everyone's just whatever. We
I
get busy sometimes and things like fall behind, but whatever. You know
I
what
think
mean?
we all hold each other a little accountable too.
Well,
for
that's
sure.
important.
Like it's a
The
team
accountability.
thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if somebody's kind of like, well, we'll poke a little. One somebody's gonna speak up and poke and like keep it. But that's how it should be. We should all be like honest with each other and be able to like, hey, dude, what's going on? Or hey, what's going on? Or hey, what's going on? Like somebody should be able to speak
Yeah.
up and keep it.
And you
It's
said
a team.
something very important when you said you built your schedule around this. And I feel like a lot of people wanna achieve something and they have a goal, but they don't build their life around that goal. So they just get to it whenever, if they have time. Like
Yeah.
if you guys decided to like do this whenever you had time, you would never do it. Anything would get in the way.
Yeah.
Anything.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
we all got schedules, but like Joe said, we sure do make time for a Thursday. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Or-
Yeah.
And we're usually booked a month out. So,
So
it's always
it's
nice
it's
to kinda-
coordination.
You know what I mean?
Like
It's
it's
crazy.
not just like, hey, we're gonna film this week. Like no, we have coordination
Yeah, you
going
guys
on
are
for
very professional. You've
try,
been
dude.
on my calendar for a month.
yeah.
Oh,
So like
sweet.
you know what I mean. And I just approached you at the thing like, hey, dude, what's up? We got a podcast. Would you come on? And most of the time, it's pretty receptive.
Yeah.
People are like,
some
hey,
people
yeah.
say no.
Like so, I mean, I've
They
got
just don't like to be on camera.
well, I
think
think
we'll do it.
like honestly, I'm starting to think like we're a little too wild and raunchy for some people because they have an image they want to keep. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
And sometimes we get on some wild topics and we talk
we
about
do.
some shit, but it is who we are, and I've learned to like that's who we are.
There's an
and-
audience for everybody.
exactly, you know what I mean. So like,
I think the majority of it is people are like, what the usual comment we get is, I was pretty nervous or, yada, yada. But when they get in here, they're like, man, I feel like I was hanging out with my boys.
It was, yes.
Yeah, I feel like I was home. I feel like I was probably. Yeah,
I got that feeling immediately.
yeah, we're
that's
just-
how we are, yo. Like sometimes we'll go into the conspiracy bullshit. Sometimes we'll go here. Sometimes we'll go there. Sometimes we'll do our gym. Sometimes we're talking about just all kinds of stuff. But it's just like you're outside chilling with the boys with microphones.
I remember even like Richard said last week, he's like, I thought it was about weightlifting and this and that. I'm like, no, fool, just because we all have that,
A
like
lot of
that's
people think that it's all
like-
about weed or it's
or
all about
steroids,
gym.
or because we'll talk about whatever freely.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've
And-
noticed, yeah, you guys, there's a lot of, you guys are very diverse. And you
And-
have a big range.
And the crazy
Yeah.
part is because of that diversity, and I think because of all the guests we have from different backgrounds. I mean, we have entrepreneurs, people in the weed industry. We just had a fucking
Athletes.
bare knuckle boxer on the other night,
Yeah.
Friday night. I mean, we have a wide variety. You know what I mean? And we attract everybody because one thing I'll say this: I'll say 80% of it are people who smoke for sure, but there are people who smoke who own businesses. There are people who smoke who work out. There are people just everyday, like a lot of weed smokers listen to us. You know what I mean? And on top of that, now we have that extra branch of getting, now apparently we just straight into the comedy somehow, where you've had comedians come on.
dude,
you
that was
know,
just
and
that was one reach.
that
just
brought all that.
all that. Just I reached out like, hey
Bunch of
man, would
cool
you want to
dudes.
come on? Like it just
Yeah.
evolves. You know what I mean? I'm
Just
like,
opened up.
fuck, this is cool. Like
Yeah.
it's super cool on the other side when I went like that's like a thing with about business. Like we're talking about. Like, hey, let's try this. I'm gonna reach out to this guy and see what happens.
It's because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's already
You
no.
never
The,
know, yeah.
the answer is no already, right?
100%.
If you don't reach out or say nothing, it's no. So fuck it, let's reach out and see.
Good point.
We just had the old boy, shout out Andrew, bare knuckle from BKFC.
Super cool.
Dude, he fought Friday night in Philly, and I'm sitting there come Sunday morning, I'm watching his fights, and he posted on his Instagram, back home in Barstow, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there outside drinking my coffee, smoking my joint. I'm like, why not? So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
DM'd him, and I said, what's up, dude? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Here's our Instagram page. Have us a look.
How local?
Local podcast. Yeah, first response, how local. And I told him where we were. He's like, I'm in, let's do it. And there he was.
You didn't know him?
No.
No.
That's what's up.
No,
That's-
and
it's-
then like with Richard, I show love. Like when Davey goes and performs and does a stand up, I'll go watch Davey.
Yeah, but
Davey's a good time.
That was a
dude.
part of like networking, Joe.
Yeah.
Jake went to go support and linked with another.
Yeah, I went to go see Richard, and I met first time I went down to or Richard. The first time I went to go see Davey, I met Frizzell, Josh, and Josh was one of the comedians there, and he had me. I mean, granted, I was really fucked up, but he had me laughing. I'm like, I like him. I want to get him on. So I went outside. He's smoking a cigarette. I was smoking a joint. We chatted up. He was the guest. And then Davey invites me to go down to the Improv to go watch him perform. Links me up with Richard. Richard's on here. You know what I mean?
We
So,
have Davey has another 2 people for us.
really.
Yeah, he hit me up. So like, I mean,
I mean,
we'll get
like,
it.
And it's like that. People are, hey, you need to get this person on. Hey, like Jake at the gym. Hey, get this person on. Hey, get this person.
There's
on.
there's
It's just-
people that like support us as
Yeah.
we go. Like, hey, I think this would be a good candidate. Okay, can you link it up? Yeah, no problem. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like,
And
so
now-
it's-
And
and
it
I'm
just grows.
and
So
I'm
like,
definitely gonna have
even with
my-
you, like
yes.
if you're like, hey, Royal Talk would be a good thing. Boom. Like, I've asked people recently, like, hey, you got anybody for the podcast you think would fit?
Okay.
And they'll feed us back.
And I'm sure you guys are booked out right now.
We're into June.
We're booking in June.
We
I'm gonna try
kind
and get
of,
that boxer on.
I think we're gonna do. We haven't done a tripod, which is just us 3.
Oh.
So after I'm not scheduling anybody till we get through I think 5:29 because Megan's birthday. We have Gil. We're booked up, so we're at you. We got Queen G, then we got Gil.
Okay.
Then we're doing a tripod, and then we're getting back to business with guests. Because the tripods are fun just for us. Like
Yeah,
we centralize it all back. We kind of
Do you have a Rafa studio something we could put up in here?
something we can rep.
Yeah, dude, I want to rep your studio all the time, bro. Like,
I'll get you something.
Yeah, like that's what
Yeah.
that's how we get some of this stuff.
Look-
People leave us,
we throw that party, dude. Let's fucking do Royal. We like to do like a Royal Talk presents or sponsored by or whatever, you know. And then
Okay.
we'll throw the event and then fucking get everyone to know about Rafa Studios.
Thank you, and I just noticed that sign behind you.
Oh,
You just noticed it?
Yeah. Who brought you that one?
I got it.
He got it.
Team
And they put it behind me.
Well,
Wait, what the heck?
yeah.
right there, Rafa.
We're
We're,
working on
waiting.
it.
We're just it's all it's organic. Whatever. Like Jay got that. I asked Jake, hey, I seen this in one of his
So it's
things.
being built out by the community that shows up here.
Pretty
yeah,
much,
dude. Yeah,
dude,
like
pretty
we.
much,
These
yeah.
are all people that have come on, have supported us, and brought like Jake got a Roberto Duran signed boxing glove.
Yeah, bro, a buddy of mine reached out to me.
The glove. on the-
Dispensaries,
Fucking uncle, man.
fucking.
His uncle.
That's dope.
So we got that. We got these people from the
Rafa, we started. That was our first table. That was in the center. We used to sit around that thing.
Okay.
Like so, we've evolved.
That
Like,
was
it's
it.
just-
Oh, we had a plastic table on top of that.
Yeah,
with
we had
the
a wood.
tablecloth.
Then we had the
Yeah.
cloth. Like we've really fucking just kind of winged
Yeah,
it. Like
bro.
we're winging it. You know what I mean? We're just building our studio as it comes, and whatever fits. It's just kind of
And
good.
where you guys going with it? Do you guys have like okay, we want to get here, or you just
We're kind of
free?
letting it evolve. I mean, it'd be like what I really.
No. Keep
what-
saying it,
what-
keep
Yeah,
saying it,
why
keep
doesn't
saying it.
everyone
What
say
I-
that?
You were right. Keep going. You were right.
What I really enjoy is like when we have a guest and we get to spend time with them outside of here, like whether it's a gym or we go to breakfast and we get to know them a little bit, then we come sit down and do a podcast. Those are my favorites. Like we've done that
Those
before,
are a blast.
but like we're just letting it organically build. We're not there yet.
And
like
the crazy part is, it's building. You know what I mean? It's building, dude. Like, I had a lot of people message me on IG when we were at the fights. Like, oh, we didn't want to bother you guys. You guys were having fun. Like,
we're
should've
just
came up-
normal people. Like
yeah,
we
just
want to
came
like,
up and just come up and show love.
I feel like you guys would be great commentators at live fights.
Oh, dude, we were there at the live fights and we were commentating. First of all, shout out to that DJ. Am I right?
oh my god,
banger! homie.
Ba, 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 ba.
Dude,
Every
he was playing
fucking
bang-
song, every song.
bang-
Our chicks are ready to party.
Yeah,
we can't
dude,
even
I was
help
like,
it.
I
Like,
was like, I might get naked right now.
yeah, bro.
Dude, like,
Like,
dude, it was just.
I couldn't take that. We put a video up of us like, and we were all just dancing, having a good time. Like, and it was just a natural state of it. You know what I mean? Where like some people are there to be serious and watch the fights too, but we're there just to have a good fucking time.
And it was before the fights even started. DJ was playing banger after banger for us. Because I'm like, man, he's playing our hits. I
Who's the-
remember you're all, this is our
who's the
shit right
DJ?
now.
I don't even know. He was behind the fucking
Yeah,
walkout.
Jay.
And we
Shout
didn't
out
get.
to the DJ.
Dude, he was
Yeah.
crushing it. It was.
Shout out to Jason, by the way, for winning, dude.
Shout
He
out
fucking-
Jason,
He looked
baby.
great, dude.
Yes, he
Looked
did. First
awesome.
round.
Dude, he destroyed. He was ready to go. He's
Yes, he
been.
was.
He's
Yeah.
got a lot of potential.
We all sponsored him, so.
Yeah. I was working with this kid. He made his MMA debut.
He just-
I was working on his boxing.
He just got out of prison in December. And
Okay.
still kind of come back to normal life.
Oh,
You know, we've watched him kind of like
you got a story.
normalize
Oh,
and
yes.
and kind of come around. And first he was a little off, just not
Off the walls.
yeah. But what's
the
what's the
walls.
word? He wasn't like
And now he wasn't institutionalized.
no, he was
And he was
institutionalized,
coming out of it.
but
like,
he
you could
didn't
tell.
he didn't know how to really act publicly. And we were all kind of like Joe made the connection first, and like at first he was like off the walls, kind of like I'm like this fucking guy right here. What's going on with him? And then finally we got his story and we watched him
You know who
settle
set
in.
him straight?
Yeah, but Cisco's dude, legit dude. Like you know what I mean, he
Cisco's an awesome fucking dude.
stayed by his side the whole time
Yep.
and supported him and kept
Gave-
him. You know what I mean?
Gave him
But
work, yeah.
dude, they came right here and picked up a load. Jason was having a bad day that day. He needed some ibuprofen. He had to lay on the fucking the deck right here. He was having a rough day. Like they hung out for a little while. They picked up a trash load for me, and I got to know him a little bit more right there. Like I sat down and talked to him and got to know him and just kind of went over things of life. And I'm like, he's a normal dude. Like he's just going through a
He's a good
change.
kid.
Good.
He's a good
You know what I
kid.
mean? And he's been in locked up for so long. He's missed a portion of his life, and now he's trying to live again. So, but we supported him, got to know him. Jake started coaching with boxing. We went to the fight and supported him. And he even messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, like this. I don't know if this means anything, but like you guys mean a little bit more to me than most by supporting me and seeing me every day and going through it. Like, and that's all we're about. Like, we're not better than anybody. We're just trying to be the best like any of us can be every day. That's like the gym thing for us. But like, we're here to support everybody.
Yeah, it was pretty wild because like I said, when I used to fight, I'd never done the coaching thing, never in my life. So for somebody to reach out to me like, hey, can you teach me? And not only like, hey, can you teach me because I want to learn. Hey, can you help me prepare for the fight? So he messaged me on Instagram. He reached out to me. You know, I sat there and I talked. with my consigliere, and we talked it over. And I said, you know what? And they said those who cannot do teach. I said, okay. So I messaged him back, and I said, we'll have a conversation. So I met with him in person. We sat there, we talked. I told him what I expected.
Yeah, but you can see your passion right away. I could.
I could just. I told him what I expected. You're not gonna waste my time. I'm not wasting yours. I will call you out if I see a mistake. Don't take it personal. And let's do this. So we step by step broke him down to the basics, working the pads, working on his footwork. Very jittery. I'm like, sit on your punches because you hit fucking hard. So I mean, he picked it up to where as we're building, because I work a busy ass job. I'm a dock worker. So I told him the only days I can do this with you, Papa, are on Mondays. That's my day off. So I'm giving you my day off morning. And I go, I will miss my workout to train you. So I'm not doing it Saturday. I'm not doing it Sunday, but I'll do it Monday. I said, but I'll do it. And he goes, I'll be here. And he was running to the gym. So right there, I'm already like, let's do it. I'm like, you're invested. I'm going to be invested in you. And fuck, you could just see like he was ready to go. Everyone was there to support him.
So he's the one that fought.
Yeah, he fought. And that morning he was messaging me all night. Yeah. And then the morning he messaged me and he said, hey coach, because nobody's ever called me that. So he goes, I just want to tell you I was lacking confidence and you instilled it in me. And I said, you're welcome. You're welcome, Papa. I go, it was all you. He goes, I was lacking. He goes, I was lacking confidence as far as my hands go. But he was like, man, from that moment on, you instilled it in me. And he's all, thank you. I appreciate it. And I said, hey, this is just the beginning.
How'd that feel?
It felt different. But it felt like, man, because just when the part that we walked up to him before he was walking out, he was already in the minute. He was already there. He looked at me. He's all, the right hand. I said, not a play.
He went after it too.
Yeah, first shot. Right hand. That's what
he didn't wait.
Right hand.
Yeah, he didn't wait.
Knockout?
No. He dropped him. He rocked him.
Set him back.
Dude set him back, and the dude was just panicked. Like he was shell shocked.
He was in control the whole time.
And then he threw him down with the hip toss. Bam. And then right into rear naked choke. Guy got up to slam him. He had her locked in. And
he slammed him, but he still held on.
Yeah,
that's dope. These are the fights that the gym puts together.
Yeah.
The Gladiator.
Yeah.
I need to go to that.
They're a good
They're
time,
fun.
man. That was our second one. We went when we went.
We had a great time the other time too.
We had a great time, dude. It's just a good time. It's a lot of local boys are fighting.
Yeah.
There's some gorditos in there fighting, and they're huffing and puffing. You know what I mean?
You see all these different people. You go say what's up, talk to them. You don't if you don't want to. Like you see, like what I like is you see everybody for what they are. Not when they're at work. Not when they have to say hi to you. Not when they're this. Not like you see everybody
Outside
for
of-
what they
yeah.
really are. Like socially. Like all right, cool. All right, cool. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah, somebody told Kay, hey, were you at the fights? And she was like, yeah. And you're like, oh, okay. And then she was like, hey, those Tito's and pineapples were going down, huh? And she's all, girl, yeah. Kay was on the chair. I was like, can you get down?
Dude,
You didn't tell me Gabby's sister saw me and Megan at BJ's.
I told him. I called him out on it, Adam.
I was waiting to call you out, you cocksucker. You did.
Why,
You did
he's
some-
like, oh, how
I knew you. I
he
knew
was
you.
like, how was
would.
BJ's?
Yeah.
I was like, how'd you fuck
You
you know I
cocksucker.
went there?
This guy. Yeah. Huh? He won't even look at you. Is he driving? Was he just driving or what?
Hey, Kay goes, funny. Jorge made it.
Yeah. I'm like this. I get told that. I'm like the next day we see her and she's like, oh, I seen Joe. I'm like, what did you say? And she's like, I'm like, come again. And
He didn't make it to the fight.
even Gabby's like, who did you see? And she's like, I saw Joe. And I'm like, with who? And he's like, this girl. And I'm like,
Girl.
does she have a big butt? She's like, she was curvy. I'm like, okay. What time was this fucking at? She's like 10 or 11. I'm like, this cocksucker fucking ditched us to go to BJ's. Okay, we see how it is. Fucking didn't have time for us.
10 or
but-
11, you guys were at home probably.
No, we were
We're
fucking in and out.
We're in and out, bro.
In-N-Out.
We're in
We
and
got
out.
proof.
Wait, didn't you go to In-N-Out before?
No, after. We were
after.
fucked up. All of us were fucked up.
Fucked up.
Bro, you know-
I'm in the crowd. Hey, we are, because I was, this first of all, I'm sitting there, and here comes this guy with a vodka. I'm like,
Hey.
I gave it to Kay.
Well, dude, Kay was my drinking buddy that night. Like Jake and Gabby were kind of chilling, but I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I pounded my first vodka Tito's, and I'm like, fuck, I need another one. Well, the bar was right behind us, where the long line
Literally
was over
right
here.
behind us.
So I'm like, choop, and I went and got one. So I got two. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna give it to Jake, and Jake moved his hand and went right to Kay. And she's like, well, it looks like we're on the same drinking pattern tonight. I'm like, fuck it, like so.
Well, because I
dude,
wanted to be focused on Jason. I didn't want to be shit faced. I wanted to be focused on his fight.
Dude, it was funny at the end of the, like, it wasn't even the end. I think there was 15 fights. It was like 10 or 11. There was like a little, they had intermission, which was pretty cool. We'd get up and socialize. But fucking, we both got up. He's like, I'm going in and out. I'm like, I'll meet you there.
Nice.
My cousins went. I said bye. And probably even Gabby's like, I could have ate a whole nother meal. Dude, we were fucked up.
Yeah, just quiet.
It sounds like a great time.
Oh, it was
And,
a
and
good-
I've been wanting to go, and I just haven't been able to.
Bro, I highly if you're into fighting live fights,
It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
a,
good
it's a, everybody's respectful. There's not an animosity. Like, it's just a really good time.
Actually, I would like to get into boxing myself, just as
Hobby. Healthy hobby.
There's a boxing gym
I'll-
right up the
I'll-
street right
I'll
there.
run to you, bro.
What's
right.
that boxing gym right up
Yeah,
the
right
way in
next to
Old
you.
Town
Oh
Victorville?
yeah,
Elite.
I don't know if it's open.
Elite, that's open.
It's open. It's in that big
Elite
2-story,
boxing.
3-story building.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Victorville. I go sometimes if I ever go when I go to Victorville, I'll go in there and I'll work the bag every once in a while.
What's your routine at the gym, Rafa? Are you going every day or what?
So yeah, like I've been trying to go like 5 to 6 times a.
Good.
But I only go to the gym right now to do legs because they have the leg press, and my knee was kind of messed up, so I couldn't squat, and it got fixed now. So I
You
can
ready
squat.
for you ready for some steroids?
No.
¿Qué
Shut
es eso?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es eso, güey?
No,
Yeah,
the
but-
Mexican
but-
supplements.
Boxing coach, get him going.
But I don't
boxing
know.
coach.
I'm welcome to. I mean, I've been looking for a new.
You're at that
routine.
age.
Yeah. Oh really?
Oh yeah, man.
Testosterone?
Oh, just
Absolutely.
test.
Testosterone.
Oh, bro.
What time you go to the gym?
I try to get it out of the way in the morning, like 6.
Victorville.
Yeah.
We'll come to Apple Valley. We'll give you a new routine.
Oh,
Joe doesn't do legs,
Okay.
so don't come.
what time do you guys-
Do your own legs.
What time do you guys?
Joe literally doesn't do legs.
He doesn't
People
do legs.
ask me,
Yeah.
"Hey, does Joe do legs?"
He
I'm
acts like
according to him, he says it doesn't happen. Just roll their
no,
eyes.
not on some homo shit. But if you ever touch his ass, you'll know he does not do legs. It's like whoop, like there's no like it's softer than a
I've
motherfucker.
seen
Like
Joe sit on leg extensions just
Yeah.
because he was talking to Ryan.
or
Because
no,
Ryan was across to him.
I'll see him sit on the fucking the seated calf press. That's the only thing I really see him do. Or leg extensions.
No,
So you all see me on one. I do all 4 of those.
He's on. I do it once a day.
Yeah, once a week.
He's all circa every day of the week.
I've never heard anybody do shoulders and legs together, but
Yeah,
So-
not me neither.
no, yeah. See,
Come down, bro.
Yeah.
We're usually
What's
in the
it-
All
mornings.
right. for
come
sure.
jump in.
I will.
We go there at 5.
5 a.m.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jake's usually walking out the door about 5:30. We'll catch the
Yeah,
end of his
yeah, I'm
cycle.
already there. I get there early, so I try and get there before work. Do my lift, pump. That's it. I'm on my way to work by 5 o'clock. I usually leave the parking lot at 5:20.
But
It's nice when you're done.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It's a debt you pay to your body. That's
The
what I
rest of
always
the
say.
day is
Yeah.
smooth sailing.
I just feel like when you have that disciplined schedule of going in the morning, because man, I remember
After
back-
work?
after work, those are sad. Those are
It's
young,
terrible.
That's young people shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
That's young people.
Yeah,
shit.
You can't you can't pump. You can't do the same. It's
no,
not
you
the same.
can't take your pre if you do pre.
You're
I
twacked
mean,
out at night.
When you go, I know guys like, well, I'm gonna go home. There's your first problem. Because
Yeah.
that's me. I'm like, oh, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna eat dinner.
I'm chilling.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
gonna sit
chill
down.
with my kids.
I'm gonna
Oh,
sit-
I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I like that morning discipline. So I get up at 3 at the gym. We're there. I go do my job for 10 hours, and then right when I'm coming home after I eat dinner, I smoke a little bud. I'm in bed at like 8:30. Like,
Okay.
good night. Good night. You know, that's my
Are you a show or movie guy at night, Jake? just depends, or-
show Big Bang Theory. Every
Yeah.
night.
That's
Yeah?
Every fucking night.
Really?
Every fucking night. I'm not even bullshitting. If I'm in bed, I'm watching Big Bang Theory.
bro, I want to watch that show so bad, and I can't do the labs, the behind the scenes
You just get
labs.
used to it.
Bro, I
You-
can't block.
Like, you
them
never
out
watched
for
that
the
70s
life
show?
of me.
I never got into that one either.
70 show had it.
That was good.
I never got into the
I
70s.
did Friends.
Joe's
For
a
minute.
super
But
friend.
then I switched
You
to
would.
How I
Dude,
Met Your Mother.
This guy, anytime
That's good.
You
Yeah.
My boy got me hooked on that.
this dude would see somebody in the gym, like with a friend shirt, he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude? I like your shirt." Like instantly, like Joe's
Yeah,
on
right.
it.
Like
yeah.
that Leo meme.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
the
sweating.
cool thing about How I Met Your Mother, did you notice the laughs are brought down? They're not like Friends and 70s show and shit like that. Like it's like a little laugh. You know what I mean? Like you could tell like they brought it down.
I think
It's
if you
kinda
grew
cool.
up watching TV shows like
Like-
that, you're used to it. Like
Yeah.
Family Matters.
Because I
Yeah.
complain. Bro.
Yeah,
I send them a letter.
you called them up. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lorian.
Do you know who the fuck this is?
Rafa, cabrón, Lorian.
Yeah.
No, that's what I watch when I'm in bed.
Big Bang. That's
Big
your
Bang
go-to.
Theory. I just
You got me
laugh.
on the. I want to get the Sopranos series.
Bro, hurry up on that. It's
Oh,
on HBO.
You
Yeah, I
missed
just
fucking
seen it.
Game of
You have HBO?
Thrones.
Amazing,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's
don't have
the best
HBO.
show ever.
You can
I
use mine.
liked it.
Oh yeah.
We had a
Fuck yeah.
conversation.
Thank
I told
you.
him
Now we're cool.
We're cool now.
I told him best show ever because Joe likes. I go. Joe's
You know how
like,
it
well, there's
goes.
some good shows. I said Sopranos.
I understand why you didn't go.
Yeah,
to
what do
that
you need?
fight.
What do you need? Hey, cocksucker! I'm still mad about that. I've been waiting
What do you-
all week.
what do you have
I've been waiting all
Sorry.
week. Been nice to him. Like, yeah, Joe.
For what?
I'm like, get this motherfucker.
For what? For not going to the fight.
That's okay.
But he would go to.
You're a frosted flake.
Next one,
told
I
you this.
promise. Yeah, dude, he sends me a text message. He's like, "This is your and Megan's favorite cereal," and it's like Frosted,
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes.
He said that.
Yeah, I was all sitting outside.
He's all, "This is
I-
Joe."
I'm over
Laugh,
it.
it's so
Hey,
hard.
This
with
is
a
Joe.
39-year-old hangover, Rafa. with a joint in my
Fuck
mouth.
yeah, I had a headache
with
the
a
next
joint in
day.
my mouth and a fucking
Oh, I'm so glad I
Alka-Seltzer
didn't go
rehydrator.
then.
Bro,
I'm like, this fucking frosted flake motherfucker. Hey, because we're neighbors. I can look over my fence and like, this motherfucker's in his driveway. This cocksucker motherfucker.
Yeah, I saw that frosted flake shit. I started dying.
Yeah, fucking Joey the Tiger.
Great. At least he's not making no excuses. I appreciate that.
Yeah. He goes, I had to drive all the way back to get Megan. I said, motherfucker, you
We're
drove
on
to
the
BJ.
way.
That's farther.
Yeah, we're on the way.
Well, I was at
I'm
10
all, just
o'clock.
shut-
I was
I'm all,
like, it's
just
over by
shut
then.
up.
No,
Just shut up.
yeah.
Just shut up and tell me you didn't want to go. He's
I
like,
did want to go.
he goes,
I spent
hey,
$100
he goes,
on
hey,
it.
He first he dogs on Jorge. He goes, I told Jorge, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
time, re.
Well,
And-
no,
and-
it gets better.
Hey,
It gets better.
Kay's doing this. Jorge made it.
Hey, it gets better
I'm like, oh,
because
count.
there was a fuck up. Jay was like, yeah, we had a fuck up at work and it took us time. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, fucking Jorge still showed up. What kind of fuck
He
up
went
could this
right
be?
after work.
Yeah, he still came.
Jorge had a fucking cloud over him. Jesus Christ.
Oh, weed?
He was shout out gravity.
He had the pen going the whole time.
Dude,
And
he was
what do you have, a Modelo? No, he had a Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. He had his little puffer jacket.
What?
Something in
You-
your beer.
He had a little puffer jacket on and a puffer fucking in his mouth.
He's like, fuck it, I'm going to go straight there. I was like, damn, I gotta go get
You
Megan.
should have just did it.
Nah, he got good footage of Jason.
You filmed?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Good.
He had
Where were you?
Oh.
eating fucking. Hey,
So,
you,
Rafa.
you couldn't even bring me a
Yes, sir.
Pizookie.
Yeah, you
Son
could
of
have
a bitch.
you could have invited us. Like, hey, these guys might be getting out of the fight, so that they can come join us.
That's what I said.
All right.
Oh, my bad. I didn't think
You
about
should have
that.
said like, yeah, I agree.
Sorry, Rafa. We're getting a little hostile.
no, they're good.
We're just this is what we do.
It's always-
You know,
yeah.
to our Arabic prince.
Okay.
Next one.
6 weeks.
Is it?
That's what we're training. 6 weeks.
Is it another gladiator?
Is it,
Yeah.
Well, I'm not buying tickets because my cousin gets them, so I'm hoping we get 'em
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
that's yeah.
We're
I
waiting on
supported
him.
Jason this time. But,
Yeah.
We'll get you, Rafa.
Come join
Alright.
us.
Yeah, come with
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
If there's a date already and there's nothing on there,
You got good arms already, dude. Look at
For
those
sure.
biceps. Dude, he's all flexing
Look
for
at him.
camera.
Look at
Yeah.
him.
for the camera.
See, if he worked out, you'd have the veins. They would
You
come out.
worked out?
Like, if he worked out his arms and that, like, more, he pushed weights, testing
So
tests.
you only do legs right now?
No, I do everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just saying you do legs there for that machine. Oh, no, because your knee was fucked up for a minute.
My knee was fucked up, so I couldn't do anything. And I figured, I think it seems like leg press is gonna help.
Yeah.
And
What'd you do?
lot
What'd
of
you do it
people-
on? Squatting?
Yeah, I couldn't squat at all.
Like,
I would
how'd
just-
you hurt
I would
yourself?
just-
Yeah,
I
how'd
don't
you
know.
injure it?
There was, I don't know.
Just old
From
old
squatting.
man shit.
Just-
Stop squatting.
Hey,
I think
we're
Don't
there.
go back to
We're
it.
there now.
Yeah, I know.
Rafa,
Yeah,
we're there.
yeah, that's what.
Certain
Yeah.
things, you're like, when did this start hurting?
Yes,
Exactly why I
I'm a
don't do legs.
bitch.
Hurts my knees.
bro. So I taken off running. You know, I'm not even exaggerating. 1-2 step, and I spray like I pull something
Oh, I know
Oh.
about that one.
on the second or third step.
I've been doing a mile a week,
Hey,
and that
reality
shit
check,
sucks.
right?
On-
It's a
on the
reality
treadmill?
check.
It's okay. And on any on
Real,
just,
like,
just
outside?
on, just on the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Getting out
remember,
of
I
bed.
remember one day that this happened last year, last June, July. Me and my son, I go hit legs, right? That's not an excuse. It's just I can be real. Shit don't work like it used to. And we're outside and he's talking shit to me. He's like, come on, old man, let's go right now. My son's a football player, and he's a big boy, he's a stud. So he's like, I can outrun you. I was like, shit. In your dreams, homie, in your dreams, right?
I can't picture
So
this.
we
right
line
now.
up and we're just shit talking the whole time. And I'm like, just to let you know, I hit legs today. And he was like, well, could have fooled me. I'm like, oh. Right? So I put my joint in my mouth. I'm like, count it. Film this shit. I got the joint in my mouth. 1, 2, 3. Bro, when I tell you I hit a good stride, like 4 steps, on that third run off up, my fucking hamstring pulled and I almost fell. I couldn't bend my leg. Somebody had to take us home. And he was like, that's what happens. We try racing a D1 football. I'm like, shut up. And I'm at home like, rub my leg. Dude, I couldn't drive. I couldn't function. Like, just from a race. I'm like, this is what
No,
I'm at.
that's what happens when you don't give your body a warning. Like you just catch your body off guard and like like the other day I was taking off my sweater, and I spent my
Your
Stretched
shoulder?
a little
Ay,
too
yeah
ay.
Mm.
yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
anyway,
I remember I used to live in this cul-de-sac when I lived in Colorado, and we were all playing kickball. My dad comes walking outside. He's like, let me play with you. I'm like, all right, sweet. So he goes to kick it, dude. And he's running to first base.
missed?
He just fucking starts somersaulting because his knee gave out. And because of that, like he tore his meniscus and everything,
That's
dude. I'll never forget
terrible,
that. And I was
dude.
like, yeah, you were just running to first base. But now as I'm older, I'm like, I get it. I fucking get it.
Oh, dude, like I'm
He
at
went to
that,
the gym every day.
I'm at that point where I'm like, I'll take off my work shoes. I'm like, man, do I need new work shoes? Like,
Something's
is that why
going
my
on
feet
here.
hurt? I
Yeah,
do my
yeah.
mani pedis and all that shit. I'm like, man, I need new work. I'm there now.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta pick your work shoes wisely.
yeah, well,
Can't
I get the Vans Cush Comfort.
Cush course.
Yeah, those are the best. Fucking
They're
skateboards.
lightweight and
Yeah, they have that.
You're on your feet all day.
Oh yeah, Fucking-
dude, you know what are the best that I've noticed for work at me because I'm always back and forth doing shit. Those Cortezes.
Yeah, I'm not shot.
A cholo?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a cholo?
No, part time.
Well, his last name's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
At work, you're
Part-time.
standing. You're
Yeah.
standing
I don't.
with
Are you gonna water the plants? It's like I
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
am. Yeah, you dumping them like that.
Yeah, but dude, they're comfy and lightweight. But like, I usually wear Vans too or whatever. But when I wear my Vans, my feet hurt.
Wait, so you guys have a big warehouse where you grow, or
A
or
big
that's-
facility.
We have a
Big
27,000
license.
square foot.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for places to play my little FPV.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Come in, bro.
That'd be dope.
Just watch out for the lights.
The more lights, the better. I
There
Oh,
was
boy.
one flying at the fight. Remember?
Yeah.
Shit felt good when it flew over me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Fucking drone over the fights. Pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
It was dope.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that 360 camera view. You should go check it out. Gravity's pretty cool, dude. It's a dope ass spot.
Where is it?
Adelanto.
Okay.
2-story.
Did you
Plenty
see the
of room.
video in the high desert? Shout out in the
That
high
was
desert.
cool. They finally put you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, dude.
I commented, asshole.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Thank you.
As did I.
What's funny is he sent me a message on Instagram and he's like, "Hey man, I know it's been a while." He's like, "I finally got the video done. Just shit was like going on." I was like, "Bro, don't even trip." I was like,
It was a
"Okay."
dope video.
Yeah, I did a good job though. It was really dope. I like me and Jorge's little. I was like trying to sell him a bait, and he's like, "No."
I'm like, Jorge ain't buying shit, but okay.
Yeah,
You like you were giving him directions.
that's what it looked like.
Yeah. He's like, excuse me.
I showed him the vape, and he's like, "We're actors on part time."
Why did it take him so long to do it?
He just said they had a lot going on, and they were doing a lot of other shoots and stuff. But
Well, he's a full-time marketer, so I'm sure that takes
Yeah.
precedence.
Yeah.
I think it's more for fun than the high desert thing,
yeah, yeah.
even though it's a big, huge page.
He called it
Do
a
you-
company spotlight.
In the high desert.
Yeah.
I follow
Travis?
them, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. But
they're
I don't
cool.
know who they are.
They're cool.
Okay.
Cool peoples. They've come out and they're just
One of
normal.
our guests.
Rafa,
But
we
they-
need to get you in touch with him actually.
Yeah.
because
for
yeah,
sure.
in
That
high
opened the
desert's
door.
big. Yeah, he's like well, from what I know, I'm not from here, but he seems like the OG of all these guys. doing it.
DJ Jewels is pretty tight with him,
Okay.
so
Oh,
we,
yeah,
we
yeah.
need to like
Oh, shit,
yeah.
that's right.
We need to, he spoke highly of Travis.
Nice.
That was one of those ones I went out on a whim and I just sent him a message because
Yeah.
I was following him for a long time. I was like, "Is there any way?" And he was like, "I'm down." I was like,
Oh,
"Oh fuck!" I
okay.
did not
He
think
spoke.
was
He spoke really well. Good time with him.
yeah,
He was
Oh,
very.
Travis
he's-
is awesome,
He's
bro.
very educated. You
I'm
can
I'm gonna
tell.
go back to that one. I don't think
Yeah.
I went back
yeah.
far enough.
We had him and his lady on. Yeah,
All right.
They're cool peoples.
very cool, very cool. But
He's put on a lot of let's just put it
Bands. That was like his first
that thing,
Bands.
but
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
these influencers that,
Yeah.
that are out here, he's put a lot of them on.
Oh, like he shares the stuff.
He started them.
that's why I call him. I think he's like the OG. Like
Yeah, he has
He's been doing it for a
Godfather.
long time.
OG.
Yeah,
Godfather.
yeah.
Yeah,
Godfather.
thanks
Yeah.
Travis for coming on. We
Yeah,
appreciate you, man.
Travis is a good dude.
Yeah, definitely link him up, man. That's gonna.
Shout out your studio too. and
Looking
stuff.
forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember because so I've been following for a while, and I did a drone shoot of Hesperia when it snowed, because it didn't look like Hesperia. It looked like
Yeah.
it looked like the like the Alps.
Colorado.
yeah.
And it was a really like nice shot with the really nice like piano song, and I put like Hesperia and really nice letters. And I remember they shared it, and I was like, oh, that
Yeah,
was
he's
cool.
Yeah.
they like certain quality content, but if they share you, take it as like a accomplishment.
Yes,
It's like-
sir.
Yeah, we got like 30, 40 followers from them posting that video for us.
Yeah, we
was
got
a-
a lot.
Just like, yeah.
So every episode we put out, we get a little bit of their
That's
following.
one of the things that I love the most about having a studio, is that because people start gravitating towards you, attracting certain people, and there's so many people that you didn't know about, that they got their own thing going on, and they're doing very well, but
Yeah.
you've never heard of them.
Mhm.
So it's like it's all the connections that you start making. That's for me, that's the best.
Well,
part of it.
with like in the high desert, they don't show their face. His lady, what's her name again?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Yeah, she's been in some of the videos.
Like
But
more of the
Travis isn't in anything.
No,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So if he walked by, you wouldn't know it was him.
Well, I
trying to
think-
be low key.
Yeah,
I think it's always good, like what you're saying, is always nice to say hi to people, because you never know what they have going on.
yeah.
Like they could have their own platform and their thing going, and you say hi, be nice, and get to know them a little bit, and
Right.
it could lead to more things going
Yeah.
down the
Right.
road.
It's
Especially in
any-
the high
it's-
desert.
I feel like that's any business, though, right? Like, because even in the weed business, like we own a hydro store out in Adelanto, and someone would walk in, and they were kind of standoffish, but once you talk to them,
some huge person in the industry. You're like, oh shit, like you're in here.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You
Yeah.
never know what to
Be
expect.
humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general, not just in business, just
Yeah.
on the streets,
Exactly.
everywhere.
Be
Yeah.
kind. Right.
Hold the door for older people, any people. Hold
Yeah.
the door.
Use your blinker.
Yeah.
Wait, did Tyson go to that one? Is that where he went? Did he go to that shop? Did he go to Hydro or no?
Tyson.
When you met Mike Tyson.
No, that's a
Oh, that was
dispensary in
in
Vegas.
Oh no, that was my dispensary thing.
Hey, speaking of Tyson, do you guys watch his Tight Neats?
Yeah,
Tyson at the
dude, that
gym?
thing's cool. Yeah. I
You
like
don't
how he
watch his-
narrates it.
Dude, it's
Oh, you mean
dope.
when
Yeah.
he goes? Oh, our boy Tyson.
Yeah, when he
he's
eats at-
recovering. Shout out my boy.
Tight Neats. At,
Low key jealous of that college, bro. That's Cal Poly.
no, Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, that's Fullerton.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah,
college.
dude. They have a bomb food court in there, dude.
He's
Get
like
bomb
one.
shit.
He's like the head coordinator or something for his food.
yeah.
But I like his little Tight Eats with Tyson. I think that's
He's
what
a
Yeah, start a little.
big old motherfucker. Dude.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
Yeah.
All trap. King of traps. That's what he's called.
He doesn't come to our gym anymore.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
He got in
Yeah.
a car accident.
He's kind of been bouncing back and forth. I think he's hurt.
Yeah.
shit.
He got in a car accident. He's been Yeah, Joe calling out Tyson for not going to the gym. Joe, relax.
No, I didn't
Hey,
say
you
that.
know,
I
Joe-
said to our gym. I thought he was going to Victorville or something.
No,
Or he was
he
going somewhere else.
he hurt his shoulder in a car accident. So
Well, one day he was like messaging me on Royal Talk, and he's like, "I just want to like something like you guys." I'm like, "Bro, we consider you one of us."
Yeah.
He's like, "I really appreciate that." I'm like,
Tyson's the
"You're
man.
one of us, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you're a
he's a
morning
morning
boy,
guy.
morning crew. Like, you're
I'm
one
sure.
of us."
I think he listens to our episode too.
Yeah,
I
he-
told him recommended that peptide to him. He said he might look into it.
Have him
Yeah,
call
he's-
Lolo.
Shout out Lolo.
he'll get a life insurance and peptides.
Rafa, oh, right?
Love you, Lolo.
Oh, bro, you're fucking Rob. I'm
Yeah,
like, Rob, I don't want no fucking insurance. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you just gotta tell him, and they'll leave you
He'll
alone.
be like, hey, so no,
I can already picture. Yeah.
no.
No, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, I already have it. I've had it for 20 fucking years. I'm not changing it. I don't give a fuck. When he go, do you remember when he told you? When he goes, hey Joe, so what if you're on it and your weed's like sent with fentanyl? No, Jake can't get his. Jake can't get his life insurance. I'm like, Joe, do you put fentanyl on my weed? You're all no. Don't you remember that shit? Oh, you're really fucked up that night. But yeah, he goes, what if we smoke weed and you die? I'm like, that doesn't happen. And he goes, well, if there's fentanyl on it. I'm like, well, Joe, do you put fentanyl on my weed? You're all, nope. Don't you remember when Adam
Won't be in
goes,
business.
hey, we're going to need weed. Jake, you have a weed guy? And I go, yeah, Joe. Remember in the group chat for the event? You're talking about, we're doing our 420 event. Adam's like, we're going to need some weed, blah, blah, blah. This night, I say, hey, let me reach out to my guy. I message him in the group chat. Hey, Joe, we're going to need this much weed for this night, blah, blah, blah. Then you can hook it up. He's like, yeah, I got it. But
And,
anyway,
and that's the name of your
yes, it is.
Gravity.
Best.
I love the name.
Dude, it's actually crazy.
When you come out of retirement, Rafa, I want you to be smoking gravity flower, okay?
Okay.
with us,
I don't need to come out of retirement.
you want to smoke right now, buddy?
No. He pushed the edit button. Hey, he just pushed the edit button.
Eject.
He's looking at Jorge.
Cut that shit out.
Yeah,
Jorge, we're at a minute 142.
Yeah, I don't want to see that on the.
What
episode.
does this wrap up again?
Oh boy, this is like Wakemaker. Here he comes, bringing it out. No,
Yeah.
it's because we're hitting the fucking pen around him.
Well, Joe got this nicotine. He says it's good for you.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's up with that?
I see.
Did you hear that shit? I'm
No,
like,
he's getting. Yeah, I see that shit all the time. I think of this guy.
I just ignore it.
You put a robo dick in your mouth.
There's this article rolling around about
Oh,
vaping.
here we go.
Seen it?
Here we go.
It's like
I
vape.
don't really look at
New
it.
study comes out that vaping is the worst thing for you. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like,
Well, nicotine is naturally decent for you. It's not as bad as they say, but in concentrated amounts,
yeah.
Well, I mean, beer is really bad for you.
100%.
And we know that for a fact.
everything's bad for you.
And
I see you. I see you indulging.
yeah.
It's
okay.
That's what.
You
That's
get-
why it's
But you
American.
do it in moderation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But even at the thing at the Victorville's Got Talent, that boy was slinging his Modelo's over there. I seen him. I'm like, this fool's on the clock.
Oh, yeah, he was
working.
walking around drinking.
Yeah, Modelo. I'm like, oh, he's down. He's one of us. He's one of us.
Yeah, I was pretty shit faced for that night.
Yeah, that's how I started. My first 2 years, I was having a lot of fun with my videography and photography because I was shooting concerts, I was shooting like festivals, I was out in parties and clubs, just with the camera in one hand, Corona in the other, and I was like, it was just fun.
It's natural, huh?
Yeah, and as
But you're in
I
the
feel,
zone.
I always feel, and this goes for everything. Like as long as you deliver what is expected of you,
That's right.
however you get there, doesn't really.
Have you
So
ever
method
had?
to your madness.
It's yes.
There's a method
It's
to your
about the
madness.
journey.
Have you
That's
ever
what I
had
say
some
about my job.
bad fuck ups, like not recording audio or like fucking up on
something like that.
No, because I learned very early that you need backups on backups. So I have like,
Preach.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
so
preach.
so I always,
learned that the
I have
hard
two
way.
of everything
Yeah,
at
we learned.
least.
Royal Talk has learned that the
Yes,
fucking
sir.
hard way.
Yes, sir. And then I have like a little bit of compulsive disorder when it comes to like double checking stuff. Like I'm the kind of person that locks my door and then gets in the car and then get off to check if I locked my door. And so but with audio, yes, that. With audio it's like that. With video it's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
I gotta make sure, and it's like backup on backup, and
You
it's
hear
saved
that,
me a bunch
Jorge?
of times. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's So that's because you can't, those type of mess ups, especially if you have like a big client, you can't go back from those.
Huh.
You can't come back from those.
Yeah, we learned that.
Yeah, we've had to call people back for another episode.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes
big.
way.
That's
Yes
a
way.
big. That's a big one.
We had two. I think two. We
I'm
did.
glad you
one
guys.
didn't-
Hey, let me tell you something.
I'm glad you guys fire that guy.
No, hey, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh no,
We actually
they're
promoted
still
it.
here.
Oh.
They're
We actually
both still
promoted
here.
it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're both still here.
No,
my
but
bad.
actually,
Yeah.
believe it or not, that worked out to our advantage because
Only-
they were way
but-
more comfortable.
Yeah,
but
the
one-
second
way
episode
more
was better.
comfortable.
One didn't come back.
Oh yeah, we won't know who he is.
Oh. Oh, I know who he was because I might seen him twice, unless he already came twice as a normal guest. I don't know.
No, we have about I think like 12 or 15 hours lost to the universe of no audio.
That was just a good
No,
old fashioned
bad audio. Yeah, no.
That was just a good old fashioned. I look at those moments as not
It was practice.
lost time, but it was a hang.
It's just practice.
Yeah, we were hanging out. We
We
were
were
just
hanging out.
tripoding.
So if this episode wasn't good, just lose the audio from me first, and then I'll come back.
Yeah,
No, like
Nah,
we've
we
and
we
when
haven't
they
had
come
a
back on,
problem
it's
in
better.
a while.
The
you know?
two were better.
yeah,
They did
like I
come
said,
back.
they come back. They're way
They're more
more
comfortable.
relaxed. Way more. They actually got like we got to know them better in that time frame, so they have like better stories to talk about.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool.
I think the more you know the person, the better the conversation goes, because you know what to ask, you know what to expect, you know.
That's why like he really likes the ones where the guests will come over and we'll meet them at the gym. We'll work out with them. We'll talk to them. We'll bullshit with
By
them.
the time they're comfy.
Yeah.
You guys could do episodes about that,
Mhm.
and that's more content for the Royal Talk, like an episode of you guys just working out with one of the guests, and it could actually be a podcast while working out.
Joe, what are you
Jorge?
looking at?
Jorge.
Because we filmed like about 3 of those.
Yeah,
and
we've had like 3 or 4, but we never get anything out of them.
that's because our audio.
Good pause.
Fuck. What was I gonna
My
say?
bad, Jorge. I'm gonna shut
That's
up.
all right, Rafa. You're holding him accountable. And
Somebody
Well,
gotta-
we-
Hey, competition is good.
I don't want to say too much, but we are working on something new that
Okay.
will bring.
Tell me
us
everything about it.
Because honestly, I just watch our numbers. I mean, that's the best thing I could do, right? Watch our YouTube numbers, watch our Spotify numbers. Are they going in the right direction? Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Our watch hours, dude, are getting up there. Like we're
Alright.
getting close to that monetization period. You know what I mean?
super close.
And so it's like,
you had asked the goal earlier. Like monetize would be is our goal.
Gotcha.
yeah, I was gonna say
It's
you know,
slowly
like,
but slowly
yeah.
getting there, but that's our goal.
we also want to direct our we have a dope ass website. We had a custom made from someone at the gym, and it's just I do. It's like
It's one of a
I built a
kind.
lot of websites in my days. And like this is my favorite one, and like we need to utilize it more. You know, we're kind of slacking on it, but anyways, but our goal is to put out more content, like you just said. You
Okay.
know? And it's like the problem is we are all fucking busy.
Yes.
We don't have time to come go do all these shoots, so we have to it has to be super efficient for us. Meaning one here, one there, shoot, plan, done. You know what I mean? We can't be setting up fucking weeks worth of content. You know, it's just anyway. So when we're able to make it all meet and it works out for us, then we're gonna do it. You know, so I think we found
Streamlining. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The process is a big deal.
Get that switcher.
Yeah, we
Get
don't,
that
we
switch
don't, we
around
don't
the
have time
cams.
to lose, if that makes any sense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We don't have time to
Oh
waste.
no, time's
or-
up.
Yeah.
Time's up. We can't waste.
Right.
Well, you had
no
some,
time.
You had some. We were talking on the way here, where you said you want to use that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
We was talking about the idea. It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah,
With
we
the
s-
love so
We sat down and kind of hashed it out, and we went over some ideas of what would fit for our brand, like what people like, and we kind of have some good ideas. We just need to sit down and execute. Now we could talk about it all day, but you have to execute it. That's the
I'm
difference.
gonna hold you
Like,
guys accountable.
We are though.
I like the. I was thinking in my head when you were telling me, you're describing it. I go, why fuck around? That might turn into our new set. What?
Yeah, right.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Just the way the sofas and everything's all set up, and like you said, the movie posters. I didn't.
See,
I'm
I don't
really
think we should do
surprised.
the infinity wall. It has a nice little setting. We just need to get our lighting right.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I think personally. But that's where we have to sit down and hash it
Just
out.
Let
exchange
me
on
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rafa,
Actually,
start-
I want you to. I was actually thinking it'd be cool for him to do an intro for us.
An intro.
Our, to our
Like,
podcast.
shoot it.
Because I still want to do the very original one we wanted to do, but I
The
don't
lake
think we were
bed and all that?
capable of doing it
But we haven't really we did this whole shoot and it just didn't come out right. I felt like, but
it
was
seemed
cool.
like it was good.
The
Yeah,
lake,
it's
so
good.
the lake bed driving, pulling
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
like
yeah,
getting
dude.
out, coming into the studio.
Oh,
and shooting.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we have a video.
just
We have
a,
a,
Oh, yeah.
15 second.
If you have a storyboard, done.
Yeah, we have
We
it
had
all.
the storyboard.
That
We could
was-
reshoot.
we didn't
just-
execute it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We tried, but
That's all we need.
we're learning, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, how it was perfect. How you guys did the truck. Jorge
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the drone was out there
The
recording
lake bed,
us. and
yeah.
It was a couple hours, but
Yeah, yeah.
Like we all got out of the truck to walk into the studio, and then we shoot.
I forgot why.
But it was so a couple angles were off, and just I think audio.
Oh,
was off.
remember the sun?
Yeah,
The sun
Yeah, it
fucked
was
up
bright.
that
Yeah.
lake bed shoot. So I think the time of the day was wrong. We kind of went.
It's always
but-
the sun, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's light.
It's light. It's what is light doing?
Yeah,
in
fuck
in
shit.
Space.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all-
it's not
all
lighting up space.
It's lost. Yeah, it's lost in space, but it's on us.
Yeah, yeah. But it's too bright to shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? See what I'm talking about?
I'm excited to do those things, man.
Yeah, let's get together. Hopefully, maybe we can schedule something like that with
Bro.
you and you'd be down.
I'm in.
All
Just
right,
let me
cool.
know.
Rafa, start plugging all your socials, Papa. Go for it.
Rawfa.
Tell the world who you are.
RAWFA Productions on Instagram is literally my best way of communication and my best form of showing what I'm doing and what's going on. Sometimes I have giveaways, or I'm casting models or actors or singers. Rawfa Productions on Instagram, and then also on everything else, Facebook and YouTube. But Instagram it's the one to go to.
So videography, photography, studio time. You everything.
Studio time and podcast, and if there's any singers out there, hit me up too, because we want to start showcasing singers.
Okay. Let it be known now. We'll put a
Yeah.
little clip out.
I got a my partner's kid.
Oh yeah,
He's this rapper. I listened to that Stubborn song all the fucking time. It's so
He's
good.
a talented kid.
Okay,
Yeah, dude, he'd be great. We should hook
Sound
him up.
engineer.
all right,
Yeah, he's like that down that road. He
Yeah.
creates all his own everything. Then raps.
connect.
Rafa,
Yeah.
I think in your studio you need to have like a '90s style booth, like the old school swap meets. Remember?
What about like
Old
a
school swap meet
what about
photos? Remember those with the chicks?
what about even
Maybe
like
all
a,
Oh,
white and
yeah.
shit?
what about even like a phone booth would be cool in there.
Like a
Old school that you walked into and you closed, like but just
with one of those payphones or what?
yeah, like you can
Yeah.
shoot from the outside. Somebody in
yeah.
the phone booth.
All right.
I think the old school, like remember the swap meet photos?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the
yeah.
Like
Latinas
the British ones.
on the
Yeah,
shoulders.
I'd say
Come
the
on,
Brit-
Joe. It was
I'd
really, really bright.
Yeah,
I'd say the British one is
And they
dope.
get the little card, the little
Yeah.
bit.
The red ones
yeah,
with the
the
They
back
give it
windows.
to their
Oh.
boyfriends and shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, he'd be sitting there like that. She's on his shoulder.
And then
Oh shit!
they
The
could
swap meet?
they convince
The
the dude to go
Polaroids?
with them.
So they were like '90s. Look at
The Polaroids,
90s style
yeah,
swap
yeah,
meets,
yeah. They have a little pose with the hearts in the background.
Well, Rafa, thank you for coming on, Papa.
Rafa,
Great time.
You're the man. Thank
Appreciate
you, brother.
it. We super appreciate it.
No, thank
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys. This is
Yeah,
fun,
for sure.
man.
Yeah.
I hope
We're
you had a
just-
good time, boys.
I hope we do a lot more work together too.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
We will. We're connected now, so
Yeah, yeah.
whatever you
We're
guys need,
one.
I'm here.
We're one.
We're
Yes,
just
sir.
local high desert boys trying to put on.
Yes, sir.
That's it,
Same as
man.
you.
So now let's go name our kid Jorge.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Let's
Get
go.
ready,
Yes,
bitch.
sir.
Jakey.
Gentlemen, I had a good time tonight.
Likewise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ROIL TALK podcast. Smoke, lift, and live.
Good night.
Good night.